Yo. Listen, man. You already know what time it is. You want to hit the bombs in this motherfucker? Special guest in here. Hold up before we get to the special guest. Shout out to all the new and returning subscribers of the 1% Better Show and the J Hill Network. We appreciate you guys. We are continuing to growing. We're about to hit 105,000 subscribers, all because of you, mother sucker. Listen, man, if you do support the show, you know all this is independent, so make sure you support the show. Make sure you Cash App, Zelle, PayPal, everything is going to be at the bottom of the screen how we do it.
And we appreciate you.
Yeah, and we really appreciate it. Listen, man, all this is independent, man. You know we shooting in the garage, right? You want us to get to the studio, to the big house, you know what I'm saying? To the penthouse. Send us some donations, man. Stop playing. And we're going to give you a shout out, all that good stuff, you feel me? So shout out to everybody that's been following us. Shout out to everybody that's been following us since we'll name this podcast later because we finally got a name.
Yes, sir.
It's 1% Better Show. And we ain't talking about these hoes because we talking to the homies and the niggas and what you got to do. Everybody want to talk about the hoes.
We ain't worried about the hoes.
We ain't worried about them. Go get you some hoes. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Mr. J Hill, I'm in the building.
Alexander the Blanc is here.
And we got a special guest.
Yes, sir.
With an S is in the building from the Grits and Eggs podcast. My guy Deontay is here.
Yes, sir.
My guy Big Cat is here.
Yeah.
The producer. And he say, he don't never want to be seen. He was like, that's for everybody that been following me. Him and Alex remind me of each other. Alex ain't want to never be seen on camera. I told him, get your ass on camera. I made him get on camera. Big Cat is in the building.
Yes, sir.
You can hear his voice, but you can't see his face because that's what he want.
Yeah,
mysterious.
For now. Deontay Cal, what's up, dog?
Coolin', bro. What's up with you?
Yo, you been going. First of all, what you think?
Nah.
Hold on. First of all,
we gotta. I was gonna let y'all acknowledge it, my nigga. Look,
what you think?
We created the whole setup. That's real nice. I'm comfortable over here.
Yeah, you comfortable now. I'm comfortable now.
Home.
And since we were speaking about donations, $8 on that Patreon, Chris and
$8.
$8.
We need it more than ever.
Yeah, we need that shit.
No cap. Listen, man. If you're not a follower of the Grits and Eggs podcast, been going crazy.
For sure.
Like, I think somebody even sent me a DM like, yo, it'd be dope if you do a collab with Grits and Eggs. And you know me, I'm like, all right, collab. My mind just go like, let's collab then.
Yeah.
Let's
We're
turn
going to do it right. You know what I'm saying?
We're going to do it. Let's do it right. So I wanted
Easy
to
peasy.
make them feel at home. So that's why, like, if you aren't a follower of the show, make sure you go check it out. Shit crazy, super fire. You'll see that, like it said, it's kind of similar. You got the books, the candles, everything. You know what I'm saying?
Setup, bro.
Yeah,
That's
man.
love,
So
bro. I appreciate it.
No problem. I appreciate you for coming here, bro. I guess we want to jump into how y'all week was. Like, let's talk how everybody week was.
Bro, you know, I'm fresh out the 9 to 5, so I'm just enjoying that. You know
How
what
long?
I mean? 2 weeks.
Oh,
2 weeks yesterday.
congrats.
Yeah, 2 weeks
Congrats.
yesterday.
What made you just quit?
Bro, we had we started a Patreon, and I was like, when I hit a certain number, I'm out of there. You know what I mean? And then I was close to that number, but she started getting wicked at the job. Like, I was quitting. They fired. They tried to write me up over some. I was like, say the write up. I'm out.
Right.
And I just did.
Okay.
And then as soon as I did that, like, everything just started clicking. Like, a lot of this shit that I was, like, putting off on the back burner because I didn't have time, or, like, things I just needed to catch up to, I got caught up in, like, 4 days. And, like, the opportunities and people I met within the first week just let me know I made the right decision.
Oh, yeah. For sure. You definitely made the right decision.
Hell yeah.
Yo, what you was doing if you don't mind me asking?
I was a truck driver. I was delivering lumber.
Oh, wow. Okay, you was man shit. Right
Yeah, that's why I advocate for the trades. I was doing it. You know what I'm saying? The trades gave me the avenue.
Yo, it's funny because I got forced out. I got fired. So I was working in tech. Boy, I had like 2 jobs running it up. I mean, both over six figures a year. Both of them. One was like over 150 a year. You know what I'm saying? So I'm making like 350. I get fired because I'm BSing, right? Because I went to, it's sort of like a trade. I went and got my certifications. So I ran it up. But they eventually saw I wasn't as good as I was saying I was.
Right.
So they got me out of there, and I'll never forget, I think my daughter was like maybe 6 months or something like that, and I'm holding her in my arm, and that sound like some movie shit, but it's real. Mm-hmm. I'm holding her in my arm, and they fired me, and I'm just like, damn, what am I going to do? I had some money put up, though, because the year before my podcast had went crazy. I think we had I probably made like 120 from the pod, right?
Word.
And I had saved a lot of money because I was working. So I was able to like pay my bills for like 6 months or something like that. But that shit is scary.
It is scary, but I mean, I made sure, like, that Larry June song, 60 Days, I just, like, always just keep that in mind because I done seen it happen time and time again, bro. A lot can change in 60 days.
Yeah.
Especially when you walk in your walk. Like, if you in your spot and you work in your spot, you ain't worried about what everybody else doing. You just keep working your spot. A lot of shit can change in your life in 60 days. So really, I had my shit set up where it's like, all right, my bill's good, my rent good for 60 days. And then on top of that, it's not going to be penny pinching.
Yeah.
It's not like I got some comfort. I'm going to go and jump out the window. Yeah. And then we do this shit full time. But it's like, the way that things started happening immediately, I was like, yeah, bro. Because same thing, like, I set my kids down and I was like, look, I'm finna quit this job. I'm going to be here more often, but I'm going to be here for this business. So now, instead of working for somebody else, I'm going to be working for myself. That'll give me a lot more access to y'all time, too. But when I'm gone, it ain't like I'm gone and I'm just partying and bullshit. Like, I'm going, I'm making shit happen.
Right.
So, but all of them was on board. They was like, nah, we would love to have you here more. And we know you enjoy doing this. So, like, go chase your dream.
Okay.
That's fine.
And then it should just click.
Yeah, you still with your old lady?
And we, you know, we in tough. It's been tough, but we cool.
Boy, let me tell you, at that time, I think I let my I think my shit might be plugged in on the I think at that time I told my lady, like, cause I think I had already paid my bills for 6 months, something like that. So coming out of getting fired, I'm like, yo, it's about to get tough, right? Cause I think I was paying the bills like maybe 2 years, like, cause I'm like, yo, you don't gotta pay nothing. She had got pregnant. I'm like, so I pay everything or whatever. And I never forget I got fired. I'm like, yo, I might need some help. You know what I'm saying? And like probably shortly after we break up, I'm like,
yeah,
damn.
You know what?
And I'm not saying she did that because of that.
I don't
we
think
always had issues.
I don't think. I got told a long time ago, like by an older man. He was like, he said, your purpose is gonna come with sacrifices. Sometimes it's the relationship. Sometimes it's friendship. Sometimes it's money. He was like, when you get on your path, you're gonna be alone on that path. He was like, now when it open up, the world can open up to you. You can bring whoever you want. But he was like, until you get to that point, you're gonna be alone and you're gonna lose shit along the way. So I would say we broke up like December 2023, and you know we still living together and stuff. We got 3 kids, so it's like it wasn't crazy. And I respect what her position is too on it. So it's like, okay, cool, we gonna do it. And then I call him like, yo, we gotta lock in on this podcast. Like, boom. I would say at the week by week shit, we was doing it like bi-weekly, right? It was clicking, but it was just people was more so happy to see that I was doing something with it. By June, it was like that shit had to start catching fire for real. By December, we got our first like notable guest. And I would say over the last like 3 months, bro, that shit just been non-stop fire. Like, it's like I can't miss with that bitch. But at the same time, it's like, even with her, like, I called her, I was like, I'm finna quit this job. She was like, bro, you got that. Like, she was like, do that shit. She was like, the only reason you calling is because you want me to let, like, I know the baby's straight. Like, I know the baby's straight. I know you ain't gonna make no dumb decision. Just jump. She's like, watch. It's gonna click. It's been clicking too. You know what I mean? Because we got a good relationship. You know, sometimes, I mean, we was together since we was 20, bro. I'm 34. So it's like, it ain't no love lost. It's just like, you know, paths diverge. She got her own mission in life, and we still good. We still got our kids. Like, everything's smooth. But, like, this shit I'm on, I was like, I'm going to just marry this. I'm going to marry the business. Me and my man support me no matter what. And it's like, when you got people like that in your corner, you good.
Bro, it's the same exact way, dog. Like, my man, like, bro, he moved down here from Baltimore. And granted, like, I don't want to say it was for me, but basically for me. Like, I'm going to be real straight up with you. Nigga, like, I'm going to give it 3 months. He said 3 months. I'm going to give it 3 months. Nigga ain't been, it was like a year ago. Like, and we really been locked in. So when you say, like, I got my dog, boy, that's all I need. Like, and it sound like no homo, but it is what it is. Like, man, I got somebody to ride with me. What? Because I'm going to ride by myself. Now I got my dog with me. Oh,
it's actual love, too, because, like, bro don't want nothing for me. Bro was like, shit, this what you going, man, I was rapping. This come to every studio session, whatever, because that's my dog. So it's like, everywhere we go, shit, who gonna be with me? Big cat. It's to the point they think that nigga my security guard. They don't think they don't even know that, like, we best friends. But it's like, the thing is, like, I asked him, he was like, yeah, no doubt, I'm with it. So the way that things progress, I'd be more so happy to see how he feel with all this shit, because we be going places that recognize us and shit. That should be cool.
Y'all crazy
right now.
Literally, somebody like commented like, "Yo, you gotta, it'd be dope if you do a collab with Grits and Eggs." Cause like my shit, Because it's crazy. I do the interviews, right?
Right.
And like my interviews are cool. Don't get me wrong, but I'm like, man, I want to create something where I got my own voice, right? Like where people know who I am, right?
Word.
And so we start doing this, and it just start going crazy on TikTok, like 3 million views, million views. I'm like, yo, what the like?
Well, see, this the thing though, and this is what I understood from the beginning, right? When if you hosting a show and a guest come, it's about them.
It's about them, yeah.
But you have like a lot of charisma. You got a big personality, bro. But you be saying some real shit, and people want to hear more of the real shit. It's cool, like, okay, this person here, this person there. Let's hear their opinion. Woo, woo, woo. But it's like, really, by you being a host and transitioning to doing solo, and especially with your dog, like he don't even want to be on camera, so he know it's your personality more than anything. You the more like extroverted person,
and
right?
He gave me that though. Pause. Like he, like that's what's because I'm like that was crazy, but I ain't want to I ain't want to like come on here and talk by myself because I'm like, bro, it's not my thing. I don't want to do that, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, yo, Alex,
well, it's kind of insane too.
Yeah, like like it's some niggas that's good though. Like you see academics hop. That's probably a bad example because that nigga probably
Terrible example.
But he hop on up.
Well, but he also talking to people that ain't there.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like, think about what we were doing. You set up a camera and you just in here, big personality.
Yeah.
That's magazine dreams right there. That's how go crazy.
Yeah, no, facts.
Because you're gonna be in here, you gotta laugh at yourself too.
Yeah, no, you right.
I did episode 2 in the truck by myself, and I was like, okay, I gotta pretend it's mad people. I gotta pretend it's an audience. I was listening back. I was like, I sound nuts because I know now people don't feel like I sound nuts, but I feel like I do. I was like, yo, I did all this by myself. This is crazy. Yeah, niggas
like,
is in here dying laughing at themselves.
Like I told them, I'm like, man, pull up, man, and I want you. But I've been forced them on camera. Like I've been like I was doing another podcast with me and my lady at the time, and I'm like, yo, I want you on camera. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy because a lot of my ideas, I hate this. I be saying Joe. You know, I always say that, like Joe Budden, like. Nigga, I thought about J Hill podcast, J Hill Network before he dropped the Joe Budden Network. I'm like, that. That's how it be, bro. Like great minds be thinking alike sometimes. So like, yeah, man. I'm
also
like,
too, if you don't execute, it's just gonna transfer the idea, bro. So somebody got to do it.
Then they put Parks on camera. Everybody went crazy. I'm like, because he was my producer at first. So, but yeah, man. Big Cat, what's up, man? How was your week, bro?
What's going on, man? Week is fine, man. Been off 3 days. I'm still at the airport. You know, so the goal was to get him out the truck. We got there, he go kick the door in, I'm come right behind him. So once we get to a certain number again, then I'll be at the airport and we'll be able to do this shit full time.
Yo, that's so fire,
Beautiful,
bro.
man.
That's fire, man.
It's the people, though, bro.
Yeah.
It's the people, bro. It ain't, it's us, but we got to provide the value that we do, and they pay it back. You know what I mean? So, like, that's why I took things to Patreon because it's like, first of all, you don't even want to water down your own spot. If we just start dropping 2-3 times a week, how much you gonna like? How much further you gonna hammer the point home before it just becomes like, oh, this messaging is a performance to an extent too. You trying to find 10 different ways to say the same thing. I'm not doing that. You know what I mean? Like a lot of the conversations we have on the podcast stem from real conversations I have in real life, and I got people that can help me expand on it because they understand the culture like thoroughly. Like one of my good friends, Ariana, if you looked at our lives, besides her being a girl, we live the same exact life. So it's like we have a different context and nuance to certain conversations, especially growing up black in the South and like having grannies that was big in the church and real spiritual and shit like that. So it's like those conversations transfer over to the camera. Me and Big Cat talk about shit. We might be out. We talking about something. I'm jotting it down in my head the whole time. Like, all right, let me take notes of this, do that. And then we bring it to the podcast and we elevate the conversation. Like, because you're doing it in front of, like, it's in front of the camera, so it's in front of people, right? So you gotta be like rooted in your opinion, first of all, right? It can't be shaky.
Yep.
And you gotta really believe that shit because if you don't, it's gonna understand they could pick your argument apart, or it's not really a well thought out argument.
Or people just don't give a. I tell my friends all the time, like
there ain't no conviction,
bro. People be like my people, they be tell me like, I guess it's the way you said. I'm like, bro, the nice guy never wins, bro. I'm not in this motherfucker to play it safe. Like, playing it safe don't get you nowhere. Right. Think about it. Charlamagne, before he became who Charlamagne is now and doing all this mental health awareness type shit, he was crazy. He just wanted to go chasing them down at the radio station. Academics, get older, grow up. But again, at the same time, a lot of this shit, Joe Budden, a lot of these, they make it big by taking risks. Wendy Williams, Oprah, like everybody, like they took risks. And it's like, bro, I'm not about to get on here and just give you no cookie cutter answer. Like, no, I'm going to give it to you straight. And that's how you got that don't like it and you got that fuck with it. But if you saying it too safe and everybody understand it, everybody agree, then you ain't going nowhere.
Then it's everybody's answer. Yeah. It ain't your answer.
Facts.
So like the thing is, regardless, is shock jocks, right? It's salacious, right? Say anything because they know how it will affect socials, right? But at the same time, my thing is, I think a lot of shit we've been doing is bullshit. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna call that out. I ain't going at the next nigga. Unless you want some bullshit. 9 times out of 10, the shit that I'm against is bullshit. Mm-hmm. Like, say some real shit. Like, who gonna give a fuck? Like, we could talk about money. We could talk about all these different things. We could talk about relationships. Relationships is subjective, bro. Mm-hmm. I don't know what you and your girl going through, and I can't tell y'all how to handle y'all business. You know what I'm saying? If a nigga knew, niggas sit here and talk 50-50, I'm gonna stay out of the conversation. My girl ain't never worked. But my kids ain't never had a babysitter. My kids ain't had to go to Head Start at 3 years old. I ain't knocking it because niggas had to do that. I'm just saying mine was raised in their home. So they rooted in who they are. That's what I believe in. I believe you get your values from your mom. Why not have your mom around you all the time? Your grandma around you all the time. You see what I'm saying? I don't have these conversations with niggas because that don't have nothing to do with me. Yeah. If that's what you want to do, that's how you rock, that's how you get down, get down. Keep that shit off the internet, nigga. It's a relationship. It's 2 people or 5 or 10. Nigga, you want a haram of bitches? That's on you. Keep that shit off the internet. Because all that do is give niggas something to argue about because everybody going to have a different stance on it. Because love affect everybody a different way. Niggas was raised different. Niggas come from broken homes. Niggas come from violent homes. Niggas come from loving marriages. None of us going to see this shit the same way, bro.
Right.
Fuck out of here with that shit, bro. I don't want to hear that shit. Matter of fact, we can go 50-50 in the street. Let's get it. Like, let's talk about that. Go 50-50 on a business with your homie. Let's talk about that. Go 50-50 on a nigga bail. To get a nigga, go 50-50 on something that means something, bro. Besides always, because what niggas want to do is they want to engage with women. Mm-hmm. But they don't want to engage lovingly. Because you can get a lot out of a woman's by fucking with their emotions. You've been in a relationship. You know how that shit go. Yeah, I know. You know, sometimes it's not even what you say. It's sometimes not saying anything at all get you cussed the fuck out.
Fact. Oh my
you see what I'm saying? But niggas play off the emotion. Niggas are playing off of people's emotions for attention and engagement. I don't rock with that because you manipulating, you exploiting your own people. You might as well sell crack because you fucking with people's hearts. You fucking with how people grew up. Nigga might have seen their mama get their ass beat all day, and a nigga want to sit here and talk down like, oh, why you stay? Now, how you think that's gonna trigger another? You fucking with people's heartstrings and emotions for engagement. That shit is whack. How we gonna build community like that? How? When all you trying to do is fuck over and manipulate people's feelings and emotions. That shit green as fuck. Bro, I don't fuck with that shit.
I think it's funny because we talk about this all the time. Like, even just doing something for, I guess, like, something other than making the world better. And I don't want to sound weird or nothing like that, but I'm dead ass. It's like niggas be afraid to have the real conversations because they afraid that, like, somebody the consequences it's going to be skeletons in their closet. You know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, like we talk about just sexual misconduct the other day, right? And so many times niggas like, yo, man, I wouldn't have that conversation because, like, man, anybody could just come out with, man, I know who the fuck I am. You know what I'm saying? And I know it was a time when I was younger when I probably was going in a like being a little aggressive when I shouldn't have been, right? Like, we talk about that though. So other men don't have to go through that. So other kids don't grow up and have to go through that because now you ain't getting away with that shit. That shit ain't rocking now. But niggas be afraid to have the conversation, and that's why I say I talk to men. I'm not talking to these hoes, respectfully. Not nothing against the girls. It's just like, bro, I'm a man. I grew up a man. Like you
girls
said,
should talk to girls, bro.
Exactly. Like, they don't got nothing to.
We nominated in a category right now with a podcast called Black Girl Therapy. That's how they should build their community. Yeah. Because who know they sell? They know they sells better. I know niggas. I know you niggas is full of shit. So who else gonna call it? If a woman call you out, then all you want to do is reiterate shit that women did. Come at me,
bro. Exactly.
Come talk to me.
And that's why I want them having a conversation. And I see niggas be like, but girls, I'm like, yo, even if girls do this, right?
Yeah.
Even if it is, but girls, that ain't got nothing to do with the conversation.
Niggas always want to shift the blame,
right?
Bro.
We talking about like, nigga, we having a conversation about this. Let's get through this, and then maybe we can have a separate conversation about that. But it's two different things. Like, you talking about, but girls, nigga, I can say, nigga, if it was a fifth, we all be drunk in this motherfucker. But it's not. Right. It's just, niggas always... Bro.
Also, niggas can't talk to me and have those but that conversations when I got an 11-year-old that do the same thing. You can't talk to me like that. My child do this. Why are you doing it? Give a fuck what the next person did.
Nigga.
What that got to do with you? I'm a man. I'm an alpha man.
Don't even get me started on that stupid ass conversation.
I'm all this geeked up ass shit. But I'm afraid because a bitch broke my heart, and when I was 14, I can't trust them.
I seen
they're gold diggers.
I seen a video. Shout out to Donnie, right? I seen a video of a nigga saying like he was a high quality, high value man, and everything he was saying like I'm 6 this, I got this much money, and I'm like, yo, what the fuck happened to character?
Listen, bro.
Everything make you a high value man, but your heart, but your character, about what you do when nobody looking, about how you move with your family. Everybody got everything to say. But about what it matter, like what makes you a high value man? Man, I make 6 figures. I'm 6'5". I'm like, what the fuck is the world like? Yo, I mean, I don't know what the world come to.
It's social media, bro. It is what's up. And I hate to. It's easy. That's the easy way. It's social media, just to throw it. But like, let's really break it down. Like now you have this misconception. Like people are being rewarded for sucking shit. We talk about this often. So now because you have created this standard of the clicks and people buying into it, I mean. You had the Kevin Samuels of the world. You have people that have put this agenda in our community specifically, the community that has already been separated, has been divided, has been just decimated from the beginning, systematically. Well, now you have people that are just doubling down on that and putting it on social media. So now you have people that are buying into these ideology. We talk about it all the time, bro.
You know what the main source of engagement is you make somebody defend, you make somebody disagree. Exactly. And that's all that is. Yo. If you sit in front of me and you sit here and tell me you a real nigga, I know you ain't. Why you told me? That's for somebody else to tell me about your character. You gonna tell me about your character. I don't know you, so I'm a high value man. I'm this. Man, shut up. Shut the fuck up. None of you care. You can be tall. You can do all that. That shit matter in sports, nigga. What you trying to get recruited? Oh, now you're getting. You two guarding? Like, fuck, I care about how tall you is, nigga. You be a whole ass nigga for all I know. You care about how tall you was and how much money you get. You know how much drug dealers make a lot of money. They destroy the community.
Yeah.
What the fuck your money matter for? But see, this the thing. Like what you were saying, character, bruh. I'm posing conversations. You posing conversations to see where niggas can agree at. Not just to say something so we can all disagree. Because everybody gonna be in a position of having to defend themselves. And we put people on defense. First of all, our community been on defense whole time. That's what we used to. Of course we'll respond to it. Put niggas on the offense. Let's start changing conversation around towards how we can make things better. What can we agree on? What spots are fucked up? What gaps can we bridge? We got gender issues. We got age issues, ageism, and generational gaps we got to work on. We got gaps in between niggas and their sexuality. Or you worried about what the next man or woman doing in their bedroom. We got all these different gaps that we could breach. And niggas want to talk about the same old shit because it worked for somebody else, right? Mm-hmm. And then also, too, to the point, we do that shit with everything. If a nigga tell you he made $100,000 on Forex, you think you can, too. They don't even know if he made it.
Mm-hmm.
You don't even know.
You just believe what he said.
Nigga he could on camera. He can go get him a bowl of water and dunk his face and every day, and you think the nigga rich. It's all facade. And niggas play the facade game, but I tell niggas all the time, you fake it till you make it. When you make it, you're gonna be fake. And that's what we see. And that's why we don't see a lot of things we can look up to. We can have a positive conversations. You can't tell me about the skeletons in my closet, nigga. I know they're there.
Nigga, what you say? Nigga, what you say? You can't tell me about the skeletons in my closet because the nigga makes me on a bitch. Still,
oh, that's how recent my walk up. So
you feel me? Them bitches still got a little warmth to them. They just died.
Yeah, man.
It might not even be a skeleton.
I'm telling you, that shit recent.
You might go push that nigga.
But the thing is, to your point of that, niggas want to talk about things that's divisive because then ain't nobody going to point the conversation at them. And also, too, if I stay controversial, nobody want to pick this. Everybody think I'm a fuck nigga anyway. We don't gotta go look for the skeletons. We see the skeleton right here. This nigga's dead. And he's causing division amongst people. Cause nobody's gonna look through your closet. Nigga, the closet is fresh. It's a walk-in closet. We're in a studio apartment, all glass. Fuck nigga.
Crazy thing about it though, bro, because even those real conversations, whatever we deem as real conversation, it's still gonna be like make niggas argue because a lot of niggas can't see what's real and they want to argue what's fake. They want to defend what's fake.
That's the only time we should be okay with the engagement. If we posing some real shit and niggas, because what's happening is niggas is defending you because you said some real shit. You want to come over here to fuck shit, the people gonna defend you. That's good engagement. Get that nigga out of here, man.
Yeah.
Because we got to get them people up out of here. As far as worrying about the skeleton in my car, hey, look, bro. I ain't finna pose up here and seem like I'm perfect, nigga. I'm a fucked up ass nigga right now.
Shit.
And I'm gonna let you know. And that's the point, bro. Like we talking about the conversation about I'm not about to keep going back into this. Like I was saying, like niggas be wanting to have everything. Niggas want to take everything from women, right? And when we talk about
And her bros.
yeah, like yo, women usually say they are the prize. So if the woman say she the prize, why you want that title so bad?
My nigga, why do these niggas want to do everything women?
Bro, dick.
Well, you in the episode right now. So I'm gonna keep it real. As soon as the girls do something hot, a hot trend with the girl got the Lulu shit, it's sketch I don't agree with because that nigga call you a nigger and then you like, let's make a song about it. But what the nigga do? He recreate the song for something for men. Yo,
What is it, like mirror jeans or some shit like that?
bro, it's weird, bro. It's weird. You talk down. I don't have no other reason but to think some of you niggas is jealous.
Bro, I don't think it's jealousy. I think it's niggas is gay. Like, yeah, it might be jealousy. If the niggas is jealous because they want to be your bitch, I'm sorry.
It's a combination of
Niggas is jealous because they want to be you.
Yeah, they like that mannerism. That shit make them feel fly. But it was like, oh, I can't sing the Lulu song.
Bro, think about niggas being in relationships hating on that girl. Like, you hating on your girl, that's your girl. Bro, and again, nothing against my ladies, but usually you would think that's a woman trait because she's staying home, she's taking care of kids. So subconsciously, she probably frustrated because, she can't chase her dream like her man chasing her dream. I understand that from my woman because she's staying home all day. You know what I'm saying? But when a nigga start doing it, I don't get it. Nigga, go out here and chase your dreams. Then go do something. A lot of niggas, bro. Oh, that shit be killing me, bro. I swear to God, yo. Because I can't relate to it. Even
frustrating.
Yo, like, the one guy, and again, I'm not trying to bash nobody, woman or man, right? One guy said something about, like, he was giving niggas advice. He's like, man, never lose yourself in a relationship. Or, like, never move in with another woman. And I'm like, I can't even relate. I like it's shit that I do that other niggas probably can't relate. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not earth it again. But when he said it, I'm like, damn, it showed me how different we are, right? Because I'm like, I never, like, that never even penetrated my brain. You know what I'm saying? Like, never. I never even thought about that. Like, I always brought a woman to my space. And I guess that's just how the cards were dealt. And I'm like, damn, like, we all have different type of, I'm like,
yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. You putting people in a position to defend themselves. This is the thing, right? Nobody looking at you and thinking perfect, right? Nobody looking at me and thinking that I'm perfect, right? And that's probably the best thing because what's more relatable? Because a nigga trying to tear me down by my imperfections, hold that mirror up. I know you got some shit.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'll be open about shit that I feel conflicted within myself all the time.
Come on.
We just had a conversation. I said, man, I think I'm going too hard on the alcohol. And I went and traced back all the, like, I went back to 15 when it started and walked niggas through every substance I done used since.
We literally, that was going on drive. We was just talking about, I just stopped smoking. You know what I'm saying? Because we were talking about the brain fog. We talk about that.
Well, I talk about conflicts that I'm still having right now. Like, I'm talking about, like, God, right? Like, shit that, like, niggas because, once you put it out there, niggas, everybody want to judge, like, oh, now you perfect. And even, like, I don't know, y'all might not like this, but even down to the point where a nigga can't give advice because it's like you almost got to be perfect to give advice. For example, I didn't follow him like that, but Derek Jackson, right? Again, might be a terrorist, I don't know. But from what I saw, he was giving niggas advice how to treat that woman. Then he started cheating on his woman. I'm like, what? That doesn't take away from his point.
Yeah, but the reason why a nigga like that will go towards giving advice and that idea of perfection is because he's trying to hide what he really doing behind closed doors. Yeah. Nigga treating his lady wrong as shit. Like shit. Yo.
But does that take away from the message though?
Being though, like women love to feel beautiful, right?
Yeah.
You could tell your girl that she pretty 50 times a day. She never gonna not smile at that. And you'll will your girl out in her bonnet looking crazy. That's nuts.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
Yeah,
you'll never see my girl like that.
Yeah.
I know she don't want to be seen like that. But think about the fact that this is how much a nigga done broke this girl down where she don't even care about her parents no more. He got her under wraps. He got her, niggas will keep a girl pregnant, keep her off her feet. A lot of that shit is for control. Like I seen a tweet yesterday where they was talking about the artificial wombs and they was like, man, women are going to be irrelevant. I was like, nah, nigga, men. Because if women don't have to carry your baby, you think you don't like them now because they don't have kids? Because they too free and they too opinionated and getting too much money and too educated. Imagine when the burden is taken off completely, you might become useless. You might become some rip.
Yep.
They might just call you for dick. Oh yeah, he ain't got shit going on. He got some good dick. I don't need nothing else. What else I need them for? I get my own money. I got my own shit. Shit, I mean, I live with 3 of my homegirls. We are balling over this bitch. And I ain't got to worry about no nigga lying and cheating on me.
Facts.
And if I want some dick, I know his easy ass gonna come give it to me.
And believe it or not, bro, shit, I mean, I ain't believe it or not, that'll fuck niggas up.
It is.
So how ready for you? If a girl just come, I'm like, the fuck? Like that, I ain't gonna lie. Like
The idea that, see, this the thing, right? A nigga that get no pussy, idea of being objectified, that shit sound good. A nigga that get pussy, like, I done had girls call me, like, specifically for dick. I be like, yeah, bitch, I ain't no piece of meat. Like, I probably still, at least talk, I'm still cool. If I'm wrong, now I'm gonna just tell her, like, next time, can you know what I'm saying?
like even like
Send me the can you find me that shit? Yeah. Pay for my haircut or something? Something make me feel special, make me feel like,
listen, even if you calling me over there to ask me to open a jar of jelly or something, I don't know, just asking.
yeah, just make it seem like I got a tag. I like book some pussy game. Look at I say I earned it. Book come to work, it's not. Yeah, my nigga got a lady, but so and then book that shit.
Yeah, let's get into it, man. I feel like
Me like a whore. You look like a whore.
yo, pass me the brush. I ain't even brush my ass. God. Let's get to the episode, bro. Come on, man.
Now we good, bro. I mean, we kind of been touching on it. Pause. But
Yeah, son boy. You spoil it. What if we pull up, do? Let's out. I got that's funny as shit.
But ownership in business, man. You know, we were having a conversation. You just congratulations again on stepping on your venture. But we often talk about ownership and the importance of it, especially in our space as Black creators. But just kind of wanted to expound on that conversation, like, you know, the importance of owning your own intellectual property and things of that nature for people that are like trying to become creators that don't know the way to get into this game, that don't know the pluses and minuses of ownership. Just kind of wanted to open up the floor for that conversation.
Nigga, some conversations I can't even have. Like, I just text Jess again.
You know what I mean?
Right? I say, yo,
Talk yeah.
do the podcast, bro, please.
For contact, because you.
Yeah, that's why I'm not gonna go too much into it because we just had that conversation, right, bro? But again, you see something like that where you can't, when you have a job, you got to understand that your job is dependent on somebody else. And I'm not saying nothing wrong with 9 to 5, but you got to understand that if you don't do something that somebody hired you to do well enough for them, they will drop you and get somebody else at the end of the day. Why? Because they have a job to do. They got business to get done. So you complaining about what you don't want to do, you can't do that unless you have your own. Right? And I look at so many people, myself included, right? Specifically, if anything, I was working in radio. I was treated unfairly outside of radio. I got fired. You get what I'm saying? So I had to learn that all that freestyle shit I was doing, no ghostwriter, oh, it was lit. I thought it was lit. But they said something to me and I'm like, and they was right. And I think that's probably why I hurt. He was like, yo, I never forget. He was like, man, all this shit is lit because of the background. Because the background said DTLR radio. And I said, my freestyles is lit because of DTLR radio? You shitting me, nigga. I built this shit up. Niggas weren't paying me to get no guests. Niggas weren't paying me to record nothing. Yeah. Nigga, I had to outsource.
That brand recognition.
You feel me?
Yeah.
But I learned. Because when I got fired, yeah, I kept getting some good numbers, but I saw niggas start to say, nah.
Right, because guess what? Production is a part of the game.
Yeah, so I understood.
Brand recognition.
So I started to understand brand recognition. So it was at that point where I was like, nigga, I'll build my own brand. I'll build my own brand. So every time somebody come for me, they coming for me. You know what I'm saying? So like, that's why I like, ended up against like what Justin Larry's got going on. But it's like, yo, what I said, now that's one strike. I'm not trying to work around paranoid like the next thing I do, I could be gone. Because as a friend, I look at it like I understand it. You think a business understand it? No, you just jeopardize what we had going on in this business. You just open the doors of what we got going on in our business. Right now, we look bad. You get what I'm trying to say? So now, not saying she will, but subconsciously, she got to walk around being cognizant of that. Like, yo, I already made one mistake. I don't know how many more mistakes I got. You get what I'm trying to say? But that's why ownership is important, because they could drop you at the drop of a dime. You know how many times niggas got fired? Niggas like, yo, you know what I did for that job? They don't give a fuck.
They don't care.
Nigga, you get fired, nigga. Nigga, you get fired the month after you was the employee of the month. Think they give a fuck?
Okay, so look, to bring some like nuance to that conversation. You said it's one stripe, right? What's the biggest stripe? She lost people. You fuck up like that, the business is cool, but they get to control the narrative. They get to control the optics. And optically, people don't like it. So when we keep talking about business and ownership, it's incumbent and it's dependent on people. Who's going to pay for your service? You don't have a business without a service, right? So who's doing, like, you can get on TikTok and you get paid, but you giving the app a service. You giving them engagement. People care enough to engage with you. And then I'm going to put an ad right after it, right? Marketing dollars. Okay, we're going to break you off in chili, whatever, like that. But when you go to do it on your own, every person that listens matter, right? So that's why niggas play it safe, because they don't want to lose nobody. But the safer bet is just to be yourself.
And the people that you got, that's for you.
It's billions of people on the earth, right? We got fans in Australia. We got fans in South Africa. We got fans in like, niggas hit me up from London. Niggas hit me up from Canada. The thing is like, it's only so many personality types. There's only so many ideas you can have. You got to be rooted enough in your idea and your opinion and your stance on life to put it out there and project it to the people that's going to receive it. Now, by projecting it like that, you're going to have people that disagree, but if you have a unique enough perspective, you can change their perspective. And that's the business. It's not changing minds. Niggas talk about changing minds way too much. It's perspective change. You change a perspective. You get somebody to look at something just a little bit different, and you do it with love and compassion instead of talking down and at people. Then you open people up to new ideas, and then you get more people. And if your business is in media, you ain't no media without the people. I'm not going to go. I don't care how much I like you. If I go in your live and there's 2 people in there, it's not going to be 3. Because what we in here for? You in here talking to yourself. You understand what I'm saying? That's a human compulsion. It has nothing to do with me. I'm wired like that. I'm going to be interested in what everybody else is interested in. And we have to stop acting like that. Like, niggas try to be too contrarian for me and act like they don't like what everybody else like. No, we all like the same shit. That's why it all works. We all like tweeting out our thoughts. That's why Twitter works. We all like taking pictures. That's why Instagram works. Niggas like yapping. That's why TikTok works. That shit gave me a platform. But in the business of ownership, you got to understand your role too. If you just hilarious, you can't be Charlamagne the God. People tune in for him. My man ain't trying to be Deontay Kyle. He going to be Big Cat. Who's behind the camera?
Big Ice Club.
Everybody know it. Because niggas cool with being the 2. Right? Robert Horry hit the game-winning shot. Kobe is the face of the team. Sometimes this nigga hit game-winning shots. You understand what I'm saying? But he cool. When the opportunity presents itself, I got to be ready to knock that bitch down. I understand I'm the number 1. I don't take away from that man. I don't take away from nobody that do nothing. And most times when I'm talking about a podcast, I'm saying we, even if niggas only see me, because I know what's going on. But it's about the people. That's your business. That's your platform. That's your model. Niggas got to understand. You understood it about yourself. You blessed enough to have another nigga like that beside you. Like, same thing with me. I'm blessed that I got a nigga that ain't fighting me for airtime, fighting me for mic time, fighting for camera time. Niggas understand that son. But everybody ain't cool with being a 2. You got a lot of 3s out here trying to be 1s. You got, like, so we have to also add nuance to the fact that if we talking about business and ownership, it ain't just media. It's other things that you do well, right? This man, he has like a great voice for radio, right? So we do this New Music Monday thing. Niggas love the intro because he using his radio voice and hyping it up, and it's like, I don't have to say nothing. Right. So niggas understand who run the show, but that's his skill. I don't try to be, oh, let me do the new music. I don't do that. You do it good already. It works already. Damn, you ain't being seen enough? Like, you already on camera. Niggas already on see. Damn, you want to take the intro too? No, let your man do what he do. It's a strong suit. Everybody got their strong suit.
And it's funny, like, I guess it's kind of the same thing, but a different perspective on it. I don't believe that you got to be a 2. Because he was a producer, right? I don't want to be a producer. We might co-produce. You can be the LeBron. I tell niggas all the time, if you're a cameraman, bro, I just want niggas that want to be cameramen.
Oh, God.
Yeah. You can be the Jordan at being a cameraman.
Exactly.
I won't even call you a 2 because some niggas get that feeling. It is what it is.
I don't even, you the number one cameraman.
Right.
I don't want to be a cameraman.
I don't want to edit.
Yo, you want
got an editor.
Right. You want to be a producer? You can be the number one producer. And yeah, we might co-produce each other, but guess what? It's all-star games. Niggas play together. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, I don't have to be the number one, or we don't have to fight for number one. Bro, you could be the number one, like even in your situation, right? If you're doing the Music Monday, that can be your number one spot right there.
Right.
You know what I'm trying to say? Like, it don't have to be, because some niggas get that feeling like, I ain't never nobody number two. It's like it's all how you look at it.
Yeah. But you're the number one to him.
Yeah.
Who gonna back your man up the way you will? Nobody.
Nobody.
I'm not finna go. Niggas don't even, like, we don't even get into co-host talk. We don't even talk like that. That's my nigga.
Yeah, facts.
Co-host? This nigga co-hosted my life. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm his co-host in his life. It's my nigga, bro. I'm not doing that. Niggas always talk about, oh, don't do business with friends. I could understand that. But it's different mediums.
Yeah.
Everything, I don't get married to ideas or concepts, bro. There ain't no, like, some things are universally true, other things aren't. And a lot of times niggas will try to promote very nuanced things as universal truths. We can do business together because this works for us. This is how our relationship is. You understand what I'm saying? But if I have another friend who's just as opinionated, me and Jay Hill can't do this. We couldn't do it. We couldn't do a show together. Because we both have that desire, like we understand our forwardness and our desire, and it'll get to a point where we fighting for airtime.
Mm-hmm.
I can have more airtime than him right now because I'm a guest. We couldn't do this shit. Then me and this nigga have conversations like, come on, my nigga. How much you want to talk, my nigga? And he'd be like, nigga, how much you want to talk? Because we understand what our play is, what our position is. We're going to be better together by doing our own thing. So this makes more sense and is more impactful if I'm a guest here and he's a guest where I'm at. But we still have to go create our own paths. It don't take away from the Jay Hill podcast that I'm here. It don't take away from the Grits and Eggs that become on mine. We shining each other lights. We making each other lights brighter. But a lot of people don't understand what their position is, and a lot of people are delusional about who they are. That's why we do New Music Mondays. So niggas that can't rap will stop. Go be a plumber, my nigga. We need that. We need you to get out that booth. We don't want to waste you're 19 years old, you're garbage. You're not a prodigy. We don't need you to wait till you're 30 to get better. Get better at something else right now. Do it now.
I mean, I thank God for this conversation because it was really like a humbling conversation that I had with my cousin. My cousin called from LA. I think I told you that. And I remember he was like, yo, Jay's called to millions. And he was like, but don't worry about what Jay called to. He said, even if you get one person, bro, he said, you don't know what that one person will go to do. And he was like, just focus on being you. Don't change who you are. And I remember when we had that one clip and Jay was like, bro, this clip is lit. It's fire. But he was like, I just want to make sure you're not changing who you are. Like, always be you. And I always appreciated that because day one, the only reason why I'm sitting in this chair, only reason why I ever sat down in that chair way back when is because I asked him. I was like, bro, I don't really like being on camera, bro. Like, that's not me. And he was just like, no. I don't need you to change it. He was like, don't worry. Because people are telling him, why you got this guy on camera? Why is he here? Like, what is he? Because he used to be two girls, and it would be him, and they'd be back and forth. And I'm like, divorce of reason. I'm like, I mean, all right, guys, like, I hear your perspective. And he was like, bro, I don't need you to be on my side. I just need you to be you. And I think that matters because you're talking about roles in life. And respectfully, it's just a matter of like, you talk about business. Perspective is everything. Because me and Jay work business a lot outside of this, and having somebody like that can shift your perspective, that can look at the business from an entrepreneur standpoint. Sometimes I call him and I'm venting because I work a 9 to 5. I'm right there with you, my boy. So I'm working right now. You know what I'm saying? And I'm looking at it from like an employee mindset. He's like, bro, you got to shift your perspective. And he said to me one time recently, he was like, you're looking at it like an employee, but he was like, but you're really a boss. And when he said that, he was like, you're working in a unique space. You got this independent thing going on with us, and then you're working a 9 to 5. How can you leverage that and be the boss in that middle ground? But see, everybody looking at it from a perspective, like you said, I'm the 3 trying to be the 1. It's like, no, okay, just what does it look like to be the best 3 or 1, whatever that looks like.
Nigga, what it look like to be the number 1 you?
Yeah, but also too, yeah, you the 3 here though.
Yeah.
You got to be a 1 somewhere else to be a good 3 somewhere else. Like, bro,
And that's perspective.
you could be a boss, and you could tell niggas what to do, but 9 times out of 10, a boss really don't know how to do their job. So the position is to keep people away from his position because he don't know what the fuck he doing. I'm a leader, right? The only reason I'm a good leader is because I know how to follow. I know when I'm not in charge, bro, but I show the utmost respect to the man or the woman who is because I understand that's my position right now. I wouldn't embarrass my superior in front of people just to make myself look better. You don't bite, but that bite the hand that feeds you. A lot of these like sayings are real shit, bro. You should live by. It's cliche, but you should live by it. It's a reason niggas keep saying it
Because it's right.
because it's right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I'm the one here. But like he was like, I need to figure out what I could do. Right? It's like who's behind the camera? Who's behind the camera? He went to school for media and what was it?
Mass communication.
Mass communication there. So check me out though. He got started getting to a spot where he's like, man, these guests coming over here and shit. People coming, ain't nobody taking no pictures. I just start flicking it up. Picked up the camera. He already behind it. So he learning the settings from other niggas that I'm bringing over to help us with the settings. He figuring it out and he utilizing it to his advantage. So now a lot of times when we have guests and you see professional photos, he take it.
That's fire.
And then to your point about like one of my most recent clips that went the most viral as far as we talk about numbers, right? Millions of views, right? Is Gigi LaFleur saying what she said. It wasn't my point. She was on my platform and she made such a great point. It resonated with everybody, right? I didn't try to step on that point. I didn't try to do that. She's a guest, right? But also, I understand that she said it on the Grits and Eggs podcast. I'm cool. No, go, and I'm going to collaborate with her, and I'm going to tag her, and I'm going to promote her show, because if you like this that she said, go check out what she do, because she's saying more of it over there. It's love, bro. We don't got to, like, it's not like people like, oh, well, fuck Grits and Eggs. I'm going to go find out what Gigi doing. No, you wouldn't have heard what Gigi said if she didn't come on Grits and Eggs. You got to understand the power of your spot.
And that's why I think, but you know it's funny, bro, because when you said, you made a point of, like, we probably could never throw a show together, right? I don't agree with that because, again, like you said, we know how to, I'm a good leader because I know how to follow.
Word.
And I remember I mentioned this to one of my friends and they didn't understand it. I'm like, yo, bro, I ain't gonna lie. I think I'm really a B mic. And in a good way, he like, nah, you tripping, bro. You really an A mic. I'm like, I'm gonna tell you why. Before I started doing this, bro, and this is what made me do this. Because a lot of people would take would undermine what I think is my value, right? I'm always able to have a conversation in a unique space to get somebody to say something and they go crazy. Word. Like before I had this, a lot of my interviews was going viral just by my guests. But what people don't see is the question I might have asked.
Your facility.
So you know what I'm saying? The point is like, I'm okay with that.
Yeah. You're
like, I'm all right with that. I'm good, right? But it's like, so when I told my homie, like, man, what? Even what I said here, I think I said a couple things like, I'm like, because it ain't about A or B. I don't give a damn. If we got something together, nigga, the whole team get a ring.
Yeah. Word.
You get what I'm trying to say?
So they don't give away one ring.
Bro, so it's like, how do
you, like, it's out here with championship rings, bro. They never won no MVP. They don't give a fuck.
They'll have the same mindset, too.
Bro, and I'm good at that. It's like,
you gotta be on the same page.
Right. But I'm good with that. It's like, yo, if I know a nigga like my homie, one of my homies, Wolf, right? He's able to articulate shit in a way that I probably can never. Right? Like, and I know people love my passion in a way, but I know if I want to talk about something like relationships or whatever, I know I can ask a question in a way that he can respond. And what I will say is my interviews is going to expose one or two things. Either you really know what you're talking about or you don't know what you're talking about. Because if I'm asking you a question in a way that you might get offended, if you're good, you're going to be able to break it down for me to understand. But if you don't know, if you're really bullshitting, then it's going to expose you.
Right, because you're going to always talk around it. I think that's the point, you know, to Big Cat's point too. I think I can compliment it on the most. Is that I take these big concepts and make them very simple to understand. I don't speak on things I don't know nothing about. I ain't just out here like throwing shit at the wall. Like I've been thinking and talking about this shit for the better part of 10 years. But I never wanted to be, and the people who should talk oftentimes won't. They won't get on camera because the internet look like clown shit. I want to be a part of the circus, right? So I think an effort for us to like really make progress and change, you understand how valuable you are to be mic. When you might naturally be an A mic, but you know how to do both, which makes you a better A mic. Because when you do have a guest, even if people coming to see you, you know how to let them tune into the other person, right? That's this nigga, bro. I know who I am. Fire episode. Some of my best clips. Afterward, I'll be like, that shit was straight. It was good. He'd be like, my nigga, what are you talking? Because I'm in it. So I'm in it and it's passionate, it's woo woo woo. And I know I'm hitting my points, but afterwards I come out of a fog like, nigga, what was that? Shit was good. Did I do good? Was it good? But you good. You eat what you want, like, nigga, you're cooking. Look, let them fuck. You do what you do all the time. But I think the thing is, it's not even necessarily the reassurance. I understand when you arrive too. I'm going to these places and I'm like, happy to meet niggas. Niggas is happy to meet me. But Omar Dorsey had told me, he was like, you gotta understand, I'm not here because of who I am. I'm here because I'm a fan of you. We're peers. You gotta understand, you going in these rooms and you're peers with these people. So you're not meeting them, they mean you. And vice versa.
No, I was gonna say, but it's okay. And this is where I think I get misunderstood because sometimes it's funny, depending on who you ask, somebody say I'm too humble, but somebody say I'm too arrogant, right? But I understand the duality of being a human, right? So I can understand that. Let's not get it fucked up. Even when it comes to sponsors, right? It will behoove you to get on a train right now,
Right.
Because what Dion say? This is the worst I'm ever going to be. I'm only going to get better, right? But at the same time, I'm not so full of myself to think that to want something that's out of range right now when we talking numbers and things like that, right? So I'm never going to ask for a number that I'm like, yeah, you know what? Like, because people might be like, yo, you worth this. I'm like, bro, I'll be real.
Some people.
Let's say I ain't get a sponsor of the year, right? But I want $50,000. Like, you better get this $20,000 while you can. You tell me something what it's worth. Nigga, if it was worth that, then everybody would be beating down my door. So I'm humble enough to understand where I stand, but I'm also confident enough to know exactly who I am. So a lot of people don't understand the duality of that.
Well, there's a recipe to these things, right? The overly confident, overly arrogant person works in quantity. The humble person works on quality. So we care more about quality, right? I don't think I'm so good that it's automatic. I know I'm good. That's why I show up. I know I'm good. That's why I talk the way I talk. But I don't think I could just throw anything at the wall and it's going to stick. I'm not that arrogant. I care about the quality. This is an experience for everybody, even me. Everything is curated specifically. If I say I care about niggas, all the art on my wall should be made by niggas. All the products should be made by niggas. If I got on some clothes that's not a name brand popular, like a name brand, that shit made by niggas. Because that's what I care about, right? But it's about quality. I'm humble enough to know I'm not perfect. And everything I put out, I ain't shitting gold, bro. I know that. I might have had a terrible day. My mind ain't in the right spot. I called him the other day. I was like, bro, today just ain't the day. And we always give ourselves 2 days to do one episode. So whenever we record it, there's a straight shot and we done. But if we ain't feeling it, like sometimes he ain't feeling it. But it's like, trust that though. Trust that. Like, we ain't begged to get here. We ain't gonna beg to stay. We was chosen.
I done shut down the whole production because I wasn't feeling it.
In the middle of recording?
Yeah. Yo, stop this shit. I was saying this ain't what we put out. This ain't who you are. We ain't gonna put in the bullshit. I stop the whole shit. We'll come back the next day and do it. Get a strike.
That'll be the money. Just gotta trust it. I trust him. And that's humility, right? If I'm so arrogant, I'm like, fuck this nigga. You don't know what you're talking about. Man, just sit behind the camera, man. That's how a nigga will think, bro. That's some boss shit. Well, I'm a boss. But guess what? I talked to him like that at one time. Disrespect festers. Right? We blow up, and when I need a nose, he ain't gonna be there. Because disrespect festers. And he let me get away with it once. I'm gonna try it again. That's human shit. Nah, he say shut it down. I say shut it down. I don't argue. I don't protest. Cause he know. He watched the show. He watches the show. You understand what I'm saying?
Study your game.
He's behind the camera.
So I'm seeing it as it's happening.
He know what the show is. You see what I'm saying? He watching it live, nigga. He see it. So before you get to see it, he done seen it in real life. He know when it ain't hitting. Who know better than him? I'm not watching the show. I'm doing it.
Let me ask you. This is good, y'all. What's up? In real time, this is good. How did you get that? You know, I'm a practical thinker, right? You talk like it's there's a mindfulness to the humility of where you are in ownership. How do you get there? We've talked about it before, but how did you get there?
So a proof of concept, right? I can't walk in off the street and start a podcast. I proved myself in short form content. People will listen to you for 2 or 3 minutes. Okay, cool. They get on a live and they stay on the live for an hour. Okay, cool. You know, almost like listen to your audience. They'll tell you what they want. People kept saying, we need long form content on YouTube. We need a podcast. We want to hear these concepts on a broader spectrum because I'm just trying to hit them in 2-3 minutes because I know niggas' attention span, right? But those apps breed attention span too. You're not watching 20 minutes worth of content on one video on TikTok. Probably go through 220 minutes. See what I'm saying? So understand what that audience is. It's short form, it's quick hits. You got to be able to make your point. You got to make it succinct. You got to make it make sense. 2 minutes. Sometimes 1 minute. I proved myself short form. So once I proved it short form, how do we take it long form? How do I expand on new content? So I got to go to YouTube. That's the business model, though. Now the real business is going to happen on YouTube, right? So once we had the proof of concept, I tried it out. 30-minute podcast. 30, 45, keep it tight. Boom. People love it. We want it longer. We went to an hour. Niggas said an hour feel like 20 minutes. Make them longer. We started doing advice segments. We started doing music submissions. All things that naturally is a part of who we are. People feel like I'm giving advice. I've been called a preacher, man, since I was 19 years old. Niggas in jail call me a preacher. And I'm a criminal like them. But it's like I got the sense and I know how to see things and like see to like the true nature of things. Not like what you trying to make me see, but what it actually is, right? So once I fully tapped into that gift and was confident enough to put it out there, and I seen the reception is like success breeds confidence, right? That's what a heat check is. Shit, nigga, I done hit 3 in a row, but we just throw this bitch up. There ain't times. Oh yeah, nigga, just give me the ball. But you gotta get to the point where you get that heat check and you know, like, okay, this shit money, and then you go with your play. But I showed up as myself. I'm 34 years old. I'll be 35 in a few months, bro. I ain't shit. I done been living real life up to this point before you knew me. Raising babies, working jobs, selling dope and working a job. Quit selling dope, struggling working a job, trying to figure it out, trying to figure out like where I come from versus what I want to be. But I always had literature, education. I listen to lectures. I listen to people that I think are smarter than me explain concepts that I want to understand. So I was a student first. Then I start echoing some of these sentiments from my own perspective to people that's around me. If you can get people in real life to stop and pay attention to you, the internet is a breeze. See, the thing is, a lot of niggas want to be heard because ain't nobody listening to them in real life. That's why they just saying anything. But I done seen it. I'm telling you, 20 niggas in a trap house sit down and listen to me break down certain concepts about criminality, about why we should do crimes different. And they call that preaching, and I'm telling niggas how to be a better criminal. But they was listening. You see what I'm saying? So I always been who I am. The world opened up, bro. The world opened up an avenue. TikTok, open up an avenue. You just take advantage of the avenues that's for you. You know what I'm saying? And work your spot. But also, too, I ain't giving it away. It's my shit. How the fuck my man gonna feed his child if I don't build something? And he riding with me. I gotta feed my kids, but this is my nigga. I gotta put him on a payroll. You know what I'm saying? That's a responsibility of mine. I ain't waiting on nobody else to do that shit. Why? We built this shit together. Why we not gonna take it as far as it can go? We take this shit out the crib into a brick and mortar spot. Who gonna pay my editor? Can't be love forever. I just gave Sookie the website. I gave it to her. Who's my 50-50 because my likeness sell it. I said, it's yours now. All of it. I don't graphic design. I don't run a website. I sell it with my likeness. I'm going to keep selling it with my likeness so she can eat because she did it out of love. That's my love now. How do I repay it? I don't want that from you. It's you. You incentivize the people that you're around. Look out, bro. Figure out where you can make their money. Figure out where they can make their money.
Bro, we just sat down and had with my editor. I'm like, yo, I want to hit shout out to everybody that's following us, right? I'm like, man, we got an editor now. And I was going to somebody on Upward. And I'm like, all right, because they cheaper. I'm like, let me just ask the nigga that's been helping me. Is he okay with that? Because he been doing little other things free. Right. He like, yeah. You know what? Nah, I'm gonna just do it, give it to him.
That's real.
You get what I'm saying? Because that's the least I can do. You know what I'm trying to say? It's just crazy because where I said, and another thing to your point where, like, I've been in this situation, this position, right? It's just new to you. Even if it's in a new space, and like, it's crazy because I can relate so well. And I feel like that's why a lot of people, they get success and they get big-headed because they ain't never had nothing else. Like, nigga, I was successful in every space of my life. Everything I did, I was successful, nigga. I played football, I was good. I ran track, I was all state. Like, nigga, I became a Q, nigga, I was VQ. Nigga, we created shit worldwide. So when I come to get a podcast, yeah, it's success, but it's new to you. Nigga, I've been that nigga, respectfully.
Right.
So this don't get me big. So when that's why I like when I meet people on the street, like, you so humble. Huh? So I didn't know you just said you had a podcast. What the fuck I'm going to say? Hey, I'm Jay, I got a big ass podcast, I interview some, like, that's corny.
Yeah, that's
Like, niggas be expecting you to give you that resume and like, yo, like, you so humble. And it's like, I respect it, I thank you, but like, what is the expectations of me to introduce myself to you? That's crazy.
Niggas are used to weird shit now. That's all it is.
Yep.
and we desensitized to real shit too. We don't even know what it look like. So when we see it, it's like,
Oh shit. What's going on?
Twilight.
I'll put that last episode, right? When I was like, yo, I'm like, my oldest daughter is 15, right? And I never league with my stepdaughter, right? But like, even when me and her mother broke up, like, people be like, yeah, you so real for that. And it's like, thank you, right? I appreciate that, but huh? What is the expectation of somebody that says they're somebody's father? Why are you complimenting?
But you gotta understand too, like, this is what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like, we living in real life. I'm not living through the internet. I'm just showing up on there. I'm living here. I'm here. I'm rooted. You see what I'm saying? My life real. So the relationships I got in real life is in real life. I'm not faking it for the internet. Like, that shit, the reason why I work is because it's electricity, it's a current like everything else. It's carrying your energy. So if your frequency is pure, it's going to reach more people. Sometimes the fake shit cut through, right? But but it's also, it's a lot of low vibrational people out there too. We got to have content for them. And they the easiest to get to because who's stuck on the phone all day? Ain't got nothing going on. I'm on my phone 9 times out of 10. I'm doing business. That's the way I look at it now. Like, social media is a business. I ain't scrolling. I'm either engaging or I'm posting or I'm studying or I'm people now, like, it's like I'll dedicate an hour every day. Like, what is niggas talking about? Like, not even an hour. It's just like throughout different spots of the day, I need to go see what people is talking about. 9 times out of 10 ain't got nothing to do with me. And I'm having real conversations with people that, okay, I'm writing on my board. Like, me and Big Cat will be on the phone. Boom. Jotting that. Like, let's expand. Because these is real conversations. And that's what people want, bro. They want to talk about the shit that actually affects them in real life. And shit affects their feelings. Shit that has affected their life that they might not even be paying attention to. That's why we keep running the crack era shit back. You don't even know. You're not even thinking about the fact you living in the effects of that. That's why the relationships is fucked up. That's why we do business the way we do business. We always trying to flip on a nigga. I'm looking like, I ain't come over here. Now look, a nigga in my position, I come over here. Oh, you want me on a pod? It's going to be this much. It's going to be that. Like, you don't see I'm popping? Trying to flip. I'm up the street, bro. Took me 30 minutes to get on. I'm charging a nigga for it. And I know you getting it out the mud. You getting out the mud like me. You got just as much recognition as me. I should be honored to be here. That's how you should look at things. Right? But it gotta be pure and it gotta be love. And you also gotta understand your value. And your sometimes your value is just showing up. Cause nigga, you invited me. All right, well, you invited me. Now let's get into the terms and conditions. Nigga, I'm 30 minutes up the street. I would have came and had lunch with you. And paid for. If I'm gonna charge you to be seen with you, that's weird. It's weird, bro. And a lot of niggas do weird shit because they look up to weird niggas. All right, I'm shit. I call my dad if I want. I need advice from another man. I talk to my man. He a man. I need to have a man. I can call my dog. I can call my dad. I call uncle. I can call a cousin. Somebody. I'm not looking on the internet for another nigga. But since I know niggas are, I need to be that nigga. I know niggas is looking. Hey, we got to cut out the weird niggas then. Give you some like this real life, bro. Shit real.
Like, if you can't, bro, I'm with you 1,000,000%, bro. What they say back home, they used to say like, niggas don't Niggas don't support talent, they support popularity. I'm like, well, nigga, get popular though.
Get out your fucking head.
Like, what are you talking about?
Get out your head. You gonna complain about the weird niggas or you gonna go be a real nigga? Where the weird niggas at? Because weird niggas gonna get the fuck around anyway. Weird niggas start fake beefs.
Yep.
Start comparing themselves to you. Trying to eat off your name. I'm not gonna pay you attention, weirdo. You're a weirdo. Guess what? In 3 days, nobody's gonna be talking about you again. They still gonna be talking about me. So the thing is, go into space, be yourself. People make the decision, bro, not me. I don't. When have I ever 58 episodes? I've never said I'm a voice of a generation. People said that.
People speak.
The people speak. That's the business. That's the business model. And when we get back to that idea that it's about providing value for people because they will provide a value for you, I'm not out the truck without the people. And I'm never going to not acknowledge that. I don't take the shit for granted. Yes, it's freed up a lot of my time. I have freedom of my time. Now, how can I pour back? Now we do New Music Mondays. And yeah, we want to weed out some bullshit because it's necessary. Because everybody ain't supposed to be no entertainer. But we also highlighting really talented people. Extremely talented people. You understand what I'm saying? And so it's like it's a win-win for me. Let's get the bullshit out the way and let's be honest with niggas that they suck. So they can go find their spot.
And then when we do that, like when we tell people that y'all ain't that good, it's never like backlash for it. They always say thank you or I appreciate y'all's opinion.
Because we're being real.
Just being real with you.
But also, we're telling niggas, yeah, I mean, we're
Wow.
crazy.
Yeah.
We'll call you a little bit, but that's real though.
But I think, like, I mean, I'm gonna let you go, Alex. I think that goes into like the pairiness of it as well, right? Because a lot of this, I think about it, like, man, it's still entertainment. As real as we are, it's still entertainment. Sometimes I might come on here and I might be a little extra in my point. My point is still my point, but it's still entertainment. You know what I'm trying to say?
So that's charisma, bro.
Yeah.
You understand how to count the crowd? That's always been in you. Nobody had to teach you how to be an entertainer. You ain't taking no acting classes. You ain't no actor. A nigga that's no act gonna act. You gonna entertain. You gonna entertain. You gonna be charismatic. That's in you. You can't pay for that. We all got intangible things. This is one of the funniest niggas I have ever met in my life because of how good he is at timing. I'm like, bro, we just sit there and build jokes together, and he'll bring that bitch home. I can't do that by myself. You understand what I'm saying? But he know who he is. Some of the information that he has and the perspectives that he has, I won't be able to give you. But if I don't want to give him the mic, no, just stay behind the cameras. That's your spot. No, I know this nigga, bro. I love this nigga, bro. This nigga we had one mic and an iPad, and he was projecting from the back. Niggas was yelling. That's why he say Big Ice Cup. Like, Big Ice Cup. That's why he say, like, because he had to yell. We only had one mic.
You don't know the backstory, huh?
They don't know though, but they was there and they was fucking with it. So yeah, you see it now, and it looked like artists. Go back episode 15. It's like 3 paintings on the wall. I put my money back in though. I find black artists on TikTok that I like and I shop with them, and we put it back, and then we tagged them. Hey, you see, you sit up there. Yeah, because give people opportunity. Like if I have a platform, my man got a certification in cybersecurity, right? He was like, man, you know, I don't want to ask you. I was like, bro, shut the fuck up. Fuck I'm gonna do with the information for cybersecurity, nigga. I'm a podcaster. Only thing I could do is put it out there, and guess what? Niggas reached out, send them my resume, easy work. What I'm gonna do with that information? What I'm gonna do with that resource? I can't use it for myself. I don't care about cybersecurity. I ain't thinking about that. But that's his path. That's what he want to do. Why not lend the platform to find the resource? I know you watching. You understand what I'm saying? Why not? Like, what is this? Like, niggas always talking about gatekeeping hip hop and shit like that. But the reason why we don't, because we gatekeep opportunities from each other that we can't do nothing with.
Niggas gatekeep life if they could.
Niggas gatekeep life.
Boy, I swear to God, boy. I think that comes from a lack of confidence, though. I'm so confident in my
Scarcity mindset.
Bro, I'm so confident. Like, think about I came up hosting, right? In the club. I'm so confident in myself that I'm a good host that if a young nigga come out and they want to host, like, bro, you could take this time. I can pass the mic. Why? Because I know I'm that nigga. What you do is never going to take away from me. Because I'm that nigga. And if you do something that's so phenomenal, guess what? Me being that nigga, I'm going to come up with something that's more creative. or not more creative than you, but a different approach. You know what I'm trying to say? I'm gonna find a way. But niggas be so scared that's why you see the old heads like, nah, I don't want to bring you on. Nah, I can't put you on because they know that the moment I shine, they think that their position is in jeopardy when it's not. They love you for who you are. Your people love you for you being you. So if you bring another person on, if anything, think about what it is for Lil Wayne. He gonna love you even more for introducing this to somebody else that's different.
Facts, because you know what? Here's the thing. We molding ourselves, right? We molding ourselves. We pottery. And we got statues trying to knock us out in a clay form. Like they don't even want us to be clay yet. You a statue, bro. I can't knock a statue down. But you can help me learn how to be a statue. You can introduce me to the sculptors, nigga. But you rather be like, nah, we'll keep that nigga over there with the potters. Just let them keep throwing that clay, tossing that clay. Keep them niggas soft. Keep them niggas fragile. You can break a pot. You can't break a statue. Break your fucking hand trying to. You understand what I'm saying, niggas? But that, like you said, a lack of confidence and scarcity. Because, you know, behold the statue, right? But you want to keep it moving. But everybody know who you are. You done built your fan base. That's like we just got put on NNN Eddie Griffin. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? It's Eddie Griffin, dog. Niggas ain't gonna never forget who Eddie Griffin is. That's why he show up and do his show, but he show love. Cause he know. You could scale it out. At some point, you're gonna plateau out, bro. This is real. Some people gonna stay with you on the ride. Some people gonna always be new. It's gonna be always new people. It's always gonna be people that's gonna leave and go somewhere else. That's real. But once you find that core, stay with your core. You cool, bro. $300,000 a year is a great living. That's great living. You understand what I'm saying?
That's 1% living.
My nigga.
1%.
You see what I'm saying? We so fixated on that 7-figure because we listen to niggas brag about it that ain't even got it. You signed a deal for $5 million. You in the music industry, brother. That was a loan. You don't got $5 million. You don't paid it. Yeah, you got $5 million credit card.
And a lot of niggas what I'm learning is a lot of people talking about their finances of what they have and like, what is it called? Like my net worth.
Valuation?
Right? So let's say like if I got a house and my house is worth $5 million, I'm a millionaire. It's like, nigga, you know what I mean? You know why so many people got property and equity and things like that they don't take out? Because it costs way more to take out. It's gonna fuck you up trying to take that money out. Right. You walking around and say, I'm a big millionaire. No, you're not.
It's golden handcuffs up, right? The thing is, it's a little dud. Don't gotta say it.
Yeah. But it's okay to not, like, I feel like people gotta understand it's okay
to expectations, right? You remember what you just said? I had 2 jobs and they was both making $100,000. You could have stopped right there. When you had one that made $100,000, you could have stopped right there. You know how many niggas out here trying to make you shake with $50K, but got $1 million dreams? The reason why they got $1 million dreams is because they need finances beyond what they can fathom. They don't understand that $200,000 is good living. Some of the houses you passing by and the cars and the things you envying is off of $200,000 a year salaries, right? But the thing is too, what you need, like, yeah, my nigga, you catching a ride to work. Fuck you think about a Lambo for? How about a car? Let's start there.
Facts.
The dream, the dream, is your dream your dream? Is it your dream? Or is this what's being sold to you? I don't even think I would look right in a Lambo. You feel me? I'm still thinking about box Chevys every day. You understand what I'm saying? I got nigga dreams, bro.
But that's you.
That's me.
Yeah.
Me and my man, we talk about this shit all the time. Like, one of our favorite movies is Paid in Full.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I just joke about it. Like, one day I'm going to pull up Cherry Red Beamer just to say it. It's buggy, Cherry Red Beamer. Go VVS somewhere. Shit like a spaceship, make shit stuff. You know, it's joke, but it's like, I'm not talking about Lambos and Ferraris and Bugattis. Yo, that's fairy tale shit. That's a cartoon idea of a millionaire. A nigga who could really afford that, like, where it's nothing, probably won't even do. Because the thing is, the more you get, the more you realize you can do. So when I got in the trade, I stopped wanting to rap. I was like, shit, all my bills taken care of, my kids straight. I can get a little extra on the side if I want. Like, fuck, why was I chasing all this bullshit? Like, oh, it's a lot simpler than that. But when you come from scarcity, you come from poverty, and you never had no breathing room, you need something that's gonna guarantee you never have to breathe hard again. You want to breathe easy the rest of your life, and that looked like $1 million. But bro, all these women that we see online, like they're making 150, 200K a year. You know what I'm saying? And they living on vacation constantly. Always they be looking good as fuck, dressed up, hair done, nail, everything did right, and all they bills paid, and their responsibilities taken care of, and they can look out for their friends and their family if they want to. $200,000 salary. Why don't you start there? Because of course we have an insatiable need for more. But you don't even know what to do with $200,000. You don't even know what to do with it. You want $1 million? You're going to feel like you can give money away. You know why? Because niggas got tax income minds. Tax return minds. You used to splurging once a year and then struggling the rest of the year. You ain't never budgeted that money out because you got an opportunity. I can breathe. I'm going to pay my rent for 2 months. I'm a ball. Then you back a regular schedule, struggling ass programming. And now you start back thinking about when you had 10K, you wouldn't even think about no million. You wouldn't even think about it no more. Because if you was, you would have been trying to find a way to take the 10K and turn it into 20K. But you're not thinking about it because you could breathe. But niggas aren't used to breathing. So they think they need $1 million because that would guarantee I'm going to breathe. No. Learn how to do it, what you do with some money. Like, get your little money.
Nigga, I learned that in the form of like cribs. Yeah. Like, you want a bigger house, but you can't even take it when you got.
It's called stewardship, man. You steward on what you got. And I think there's not enough stewards in this world to have the discipline to be able to understand, like, here's what God gave me this little bit. What you gonna do with this little bit?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like the parable of the talents.
Yeah.
Like, to who somebody get 1, you get 2, you get 5. And then that one person takes it and they go and they bury it. The next person, person that had 2 came back with 4. The person with 5 came back with what? 10.
Yeah.
And then God comes back and he says the story, like, what did you do with it? And the person with the 1 was like, yeah, look, I buried it and I protected it for you. And what did God do? He took that talent and he gave it to the person that went and doubled it. Word, that's life.
Yeah, because opportunity breeds opportunity, right? It does. The more known I am, the more I'm going to run into people that know me. I don't know what they have to offer, but they got something. We all got something to offer. We all got value. This is an exchange of value right here, right? Facts. There's a good look for you and me. It's not lopsided. You hold just as much weight on your own as you do whether you with your man, whether I'm here or not. You hold weight. You know what I'm saying? You hold weight. We all hold our own weight. We just understand what our position in each other's lives is, right? We understand how impactful it is if we come together. But you got to set a foundation first. You understand what I'm saying? It's like seeing The Simpsons on Family Guy. It's dope. We know that nigga got to go back to The Simpsons. You know that. You understand what I'm saying? But it's value in that. It brings both audiences together just for this moment. And it creates a moment. You know what I'm saying? So, like, the thing is like, with like to what you say, when we understand, like, if I create an opportunity for myself, it'll create other opportunities, right? It's like a tree. But you got to be rooted in something. And you got to be patient enough to water it. And you can't try to grow too fast. Like, you got to just understand, like, it's growing. The branches are coming. Damn, you trying to chop the tree down before you, like, the trunk ain't even done growing. You trying to chop it down. I'm gonna get some lumber up out of this and flip it. No, nigga. Because what about the branches? You don't even get to the branches. The opportunity of the trunk is going to bring branches of more opportunity. Nigga ain't even got to the fruit yet. You worried about $1 million, bro? I don't give a fuck about no $1 million. Can I make 100,000 first? So I can learn what to do with that and with the wiggle and understand, like, and get that burn money mentality out my body? Because you got to get that out your body, bro.
Come on, man. You talking.
Bro.
Because even that is like, when you said, like, you got to make 100.
Stand that shit.
You got to make 100,000. But I'm thinking that when he said it, first thing that came to my mind is like, nah, you got to make it a couple times. Right? Like, because niggas say, like, can I make 100,000 first? And my mind, it went straight to, you might have to make 100,000 3-4 times.
Word, but that's what I'm saying. Because
you get what I'm saying? I might fuck it up.
You got to be okay with it, though. Like, right? Like, I ain't scared to spend money because I know I'm going to get some money.
Scarcity mindset. Like, you was
scarcity mindset. I ain't going to bury the money. I ain't going to blow it on dumb shit. I'm going to make sure if I'm check to check and my shit taken care of, when I get a little bit more, my shit should still be taken care of. Right? Learn how to take care of your shit. If you got a 1-bedroom apartment, it should be an experience when a nigga go in there. It should feel like you. It should look like you. It should represent you. It should be the nicest 1-bedroom apartment nigga ever. And nigga should feel like he in a mansion. Right? But because that's stewardship. That's understanding like this is mine, bro. This is what I got, and I'm gonna take care of it, and I'm gonna put my personality in it. We were just talking about that yesterday. How niggas never move in because they so used to instability. They just get a spot just to have a spot. They never move in. Ain't no character in that house.
Lifetime renters.
Right. And niggas look at this, lifetime renting, lifetime flipping. Niggas will look at this like, you got $100K, you should flip that. You need this, you need that person. Who you gonna sign with? Nah, nigga, they started somewhere too.
Mm-hmm. We about to wrap this up because we're gonna get to our turf takes, but before we transition, and it's crazy because we automatically just went into the next conversation, which is the artist staying down. Y'all just flowed into it. So I didn't even say nothing. I was like, bet. Stewardship starts within. And I think one thing that, without us even saying that, I can tell that you are a good steward of self. You're a good steward of self. Because if you learn how to, and I'm going through this now, we talk about like loving yourself, taking care of the body, taking care of the mind. When you start to steward the temple, I think that everything flows from that. You talk about the roots. Correct. And I think that there's a lot of people, they don't steward here. They don't steward this. They're letting people, like you said, social media and things of that nature really tear them down. And now we find ourselves in a place where you can't stand for something, you fall for anything. Right. But I think that to kind of bring it back full circle of the art of staying down is be able to understand that like what we're finding the validation within yourself in whatever season. And I think that's the core of it all. Because the one thing that I appreciated from this conversation is the confidence from both of y'all. All three of y'all, really. So sad. And just taking it all in and understanding that pause. But it's just from a position of really, I know.
And you never said pause, I not period. But it's just funny because as soon as you say pause, like, what are you taking it up? Then it's crazy.
But no, like being here and just watching you all speak from this place of confidence, I can just see the work that you did with it. And that just, to somebody that's looking from the outside, I know that this episode will be able to transform lives.
But I know you got your mean at you. 31 got to get into the terrible takes. It won't
Actually pulled it down. See, God works in this.
Okay, let's get into it. I was going to say, when it comes to artists standing down, you know what I'm learning? What I've learned, again, not to be redundant, repetitive, also confidence. Let me tell you something. I did not want to record in my garage, bro. I done had studios, nice, you know what I'm saying? I got guests. Like, I got celebrity guests, right? So I want them to come to a spot that's nice. I got a garage and ain't done, you know what I'm saying? Like, crazy, you feel me? I was having a conversation with somebody that do credit. I forgot the guy's name. But he was like, that also is, no, not tax write-off, but he was telling me how, he didn't say confidence. What is it called? Imposter syndrome. And I'm like, I don't got imposter syndrome. What you mean? Like, I never thought I had it. He's like, because you're thinking about what they thinking when they walk in here, and instead of the experience that you want to give them. And I'm like, damn, I ain't never think of that.
Think about it like a camera, though. What's in focus? It's you. I came in for you. I didn't never think twice about what it was going to go by. And then you provided, and then you're thoughtful. This is how I got mine set up. And you set it up like that, replicate for my comfort. You know what I'm saying? You're the one that's in focus. Niggas ain't, you could look in the background, but that shit don't matter. What's in focus? What the camera looking at? That's what you should be paying attention to. That's fire. Niggas in the background looking for flaws and discrepancies. That's the type of person they doing that within themselves anyway. If they looking for problems, that's because that's all they do in their mind anyway. If they self, right? We got to go after what's reasonable and what's obtainable, right? Okay, a beauty standard. Okay, liken this to healthcare, right? They could cure cancer, but once it's cured, it's done. The money stops. We could treat cancer and keep you sick forever, right? A beauty standard. It has to be unobtainable. Because if you obtain it, well, we have to change the standard. If we make the standard unobtainable, we're always giving you something to chase.
Sheesh.
Right?
Cook it.
So people are prisoners of realities that they create that they can't attain. Right? And you become a prisoner to an illusion. Because you're chasing an illusion and you're never getting close to it. Never. Right? So if you understand, big picture, have big dreams, right? Visionary Studios, media company, possibilities are endless. What is it now to podcast, right? So the goal is how the business is formulated. A studio, a media company. But the task and what's present is the podcast. And we introduce things incrementally. If it works, it works. If it don't work, it don't. We know what's working. We got an engine. We just got to take care of that engine, make sure that bitch running. If we want to trick the car out a little bit, it's cool. Sometimes you get tired of your own bullshit, right? Sometimes you tint your windows, but you like it better when it was a fishbowl, right? Sometimes you change your paint job, but now you miss the old paint job. Or you just, that damn, I thought in my mind, it was going to be a matte blue, but now it look gray, and I'm going to do it over, right? But it's still the same car. You're taking care of the car, right? So if you set reasonable and obtainable goals, that's why I don't do yearly goals. I do quarterly, yep, because it's reasonable, it's obtainable. Also, like, you got data, you got analytics. If I've been grinding, we've been going at this for a year, right? We got 45K subscribers. Okay. And I'm going to say, yeah, but by July, I want to have 100K. That's not reasonable. It's not reasonable.
At the top of the head, nigga, like, you can get that by. I'm like,
yeah, it's not reasonable because it's not, you don't have any evidence to back that. But if I say, what is it? It just turned April. If I say by May, I want 50K, well, yeah, 5K more subscribers, that's reasonable. And if you surpass it, good. But think about the confidence of being able to just check it off. You got to give yourself reasonable and obtainable goals. A lot of niggas chase things that are unobtainable. So a nigga won't go get a Honda Accord because he got Bentley dreams, but he has no car. You understand what I'm saying? Like, do things like, I think that a business is like a baby. It's like everything else, right? Baby don't come out crawling and talking. It don't even know how to hold its head up. Yeah. So we looking at this shit like we got a 1-year-old baby. When you hit milestones, be happy for the milestones. Celebrate the milestones. Understand there's a lot more growth to be done. We haven't even started crawling yet. So why the fuck is we talking about running? Right? We just gotta, let's build up the strength in our neck. Let's get some simple words. Da mama. Let's put some things. Let's make sure our eyesight is good. Make sure our motor skills is good. Like, there's a lot of details that go into this shit and making sure this shit work. And niggas want to be fully grown adults a year into business. Everything we get, we've got 2 nominations this year. Bro, amazing. All it is affirmation that we on the right path, right? But I can't lose focus. We still got to show up every time. And we got to get the people what they looking for, but we also got to stay true to ourselves. Because what they looking for is what we do, right? They don't have no expectations except for us to show up. If we show up, hey, shit, we done did it 55 times. We're going to do it 55 more, right? The goal ain't to get to episode 100. I'm at 58. The goal is to get to 60. That's obtainable. Then 75. Then we can start talking about 100. Niggas talking about, y'all ain't even did 100 episodes yet. I'm worried about the next one. That's 50 away. If we do one a week, we talking about a whole nother year.
Yep.
Not good. Keep it in a quarter. Keep it obtainable and keep it reasonable because the success breeds confidence, right? If I say I want to hit 50K subscribers by the end by May, and I hit it, and it's obtainable, I know I can keep going.
Yo, I know, and it's crazy because, like, I don't know if you said it, but success breeds confidence. That gets you more success. I was just telling Neo last night we was running, right? I'm like, all you need is some wins. Just get you a win, and you'll get another one, right? So remember, it was a time like when I first started running, my podcast was just like, this is what here. Go on. Oh yeah, you know, it's just what hitting like that, right? So I'm like, man, I started running, but me running, I was successful at completing 2 miles. So then it made the podcast easier to do. You get what I'm trying to say? Because now I'm not stressed about this. I'm not trying to do anything, or I'm not like beating myself up. Now I'm confident going into the podcast space because I'm seeing wins in other places in my life. Whereas when I was just focused on the podcast, it was like that was my life. You get what I'm saying? Relationship shit going on. It's like I'm stressed. I started running. One of the best feelings I was feeling because like, yo, now I do a mile. Let's say I do a mile for a week, mile a day. Now I could do 2 miles. Now I could do 3 miles. Now I could do 5 miles. Now I'm doing a marathon. It's like, yo, my man told me, he's like, yo, he called me and I don't forget he called me like, yo, you 1% now. I'm like, wow, because I completed a marathon? He's like, yeah, bro, you know only 1% of people, nigga, I've been 1%. What I'm doing every day of my life, I'm doing something to make myself 1% of the world. Because I want to make myself 1% better every day. Niggas not doing that. That's why we named the show 1% better. You know what I'm saying? But
you know what? And liking it to that, niggas will get on a video game and they overall 72, right? Now, you could pay to be a 99 now. But back when we first started on 2K, you had to work your ass on. Might have put in real hours to just be an 89. Like, you was dope at an 89, for real. You all-star, NBA, MVP. It's all video game shit. But you're not doing anything to increase your value to yourself. Niggas always talk about trying to be valuable to other people, but how are you more valuable to yourself? We take note all the time of the things we want to do better. But then we all put it in one spot. Like you said, you put it all in the podcast. In my house, I got a whiteboard in the studio, and that's the goals for the podcast or the topics or the dates. And the other side of the house, I got goals for the house and checklists. You got to separate your things so you can see it. You can keep seeing it. You got to understand that everything ain't one thing. And you multifaceted, right? If I want to be a podcaster, I got to be a better dad. Because I can't be a better podcaster than a worse dad.
come on.
I got to be a better friend. Because I can't be this great podcaster and I'm a shitty friend.
Come on.
You know? The thing is like, and like you said, success breeds confidence. The better I am over here, hey, I know I could be better over here. Because if I take the same time and dedication and mindfulness that I put into this to put into that, I'm good.
Come on, dog. He's a snake. Bro, we is cooking with hot grease in his mug. It's crazy, boy.
Boiling up. I got bacon burns in.
Hey, man, let's wait to the. I know y'all niggas from down south, but I'm like, I hope it's turkey bacon. Cause like we got a south nigga now, eat that pork.
Yeah, I'm on man. I ain't no pork though.
Right. What we got, bro?
We just do what Jay do. Second.
We go to what the shits if you want. What we got? We got Kanye West, I'm assuming.
I did have Kanye, but
man, fuck Kanye. Yo, Kanye, bro. And I used to love him so much, bro. And not to be like I forgot facetious and nothing. Like, he's my dog, Gemini. You know what I'm saying? He was all like what he did, like it was so close to what I do. Niggas doubting him, and he continued to just surpass everybody.
And
yeah, and he
just, Gemini?
When
your birthday?
June the 5th.
Okay. Yeah, 12. You July 4th? June 30th. I knew it the whole time. I was like, I knew it. Because it's simple. I knew it. Yeah, he lives and dies by his narcissism, right? We all possess narcissism. We all possess it, right? So we like to hijack psychology terms to our benefit. Right? Just so you call somebody a narcissist because you feel treated unfairly, but we all possess narcissism. We all possess humility. We all possess arrogance. The issue is when you lean too much into one, it's hard to get out, right? It's like quicksand, right? You don't know you're being a narcissist, right? Because you got a lot of yes men around. So the people that disagree with you, you just look at them like haters. He's a fucking genius musically, right? But what happened? What did he lose? As the music fade, as people hate his personality, he's losing people. He loses attention. He lives and dies by his attention, right? So, what is a clan outfit with a Nazi trying to get you?
Attention.
At some point, you don't even care whether it's good or bad. You just need that hit. So go here with academics who the culture hates. I'm gonna disrespect the culture, black people, and Jews all at one. He trying to check as many boxes as he can at a time because he's obsessed with the attention. He can't live without it. He can't live with being irrelevant. That's why he always, every time he do an interview, what's the first thing he's doing? Name dropping other niggas. And he come off with all this brash and bravado and this confidence, but it's really you just using other niggas' names to get engagement because you need attention. Because your bullshit has run out. Your genius and your bullshit have gotten so far apart. Like, if we was to do it like a pie chart, like a running scale, it used to be bullshit and genius. But the bullshit kept happening and the genius just started going down. And now we here.
Yo, it's like, I love that point. I just don't want to agree with Kanye because I feel like it was unnecessary. Like, he was still relevant. Like, Yeezy was still good. He just started to do bullshit. He ain't had to do bullshit. He still was very much, it was because of the bullshit why he became irrelevant. If he would have left the bullshit alone, he'd still been very much relevant. Even now, nigga make music, put it on YouTube, and it's still good. And like, God damn, just stop with the bullshit. Just give us we want to like you. It's like the bully album? Yeah, it's like he want us not to like him. It's like, yo, we want to like you. Just stop. Just stop. That's why it's just frustrating because like you.
But this is a person that doesn't think he needs the people. Then understand what I'm saying? I told you. Okay. The motto is the people. The people is what make you.
What the?
So.
Yeah.
Shit. Ross. Earth, baby. You're his motherfucker. I think his mentality is bled over to the point where he thinks he's so much better than everybody else that he don't need nobody else. And he constantly is begging for the attention of others. But I think too, it's like we can say that like even with Dondu. Nigga packed out Mercedes-Benz like what was it, a few nights, right?
Yeah, a couple times. Yeah, couple nights, yeah.
A couple times,
yeah.
One just him. Just standing there. It could work. He can do it. But I don't think that he can live with being just good at music. Right? Like, it has to be a spectacle. It's always been a spectacle, right? We could say that it's the genius, but it's also George Bush doesn't like black people. It's also Beyonce had one of the greatest videos of the year. He's always had these moments. So the thing that we will always talk about in tandem with his music is his moments. He don't know how to make a moment no more. How does the internet make moments? I'm pissing people off. I'm gonna just go piss everybody off. But the thing is like, that's clown shit, bro. I'm straight. I'm cool. Like you doing too much. Like the thing is like, who would be proud of this? You compare yourself to all these people, but who would be proud of this? Like, why would you want this to be your legacy? We ain't thinking about it because niggas need that hit. Niggas need like that dopamine hit too. They live and die by it too, like the attention. So now, like what they say in show business, good press, bad press is all press. That's where he at with. He ain't getting no good press.
But then also one thing that I think that I noticed, like him behind the scenes, is who's with her.
Hey.
If you look at who, when the behind the scene, when he walked in, because they're making this. And it's easy to just say, yeah, don't like, because they going to jump to the next person. As soon as you crash out and it's overweight, oh yeah, so you could.
And, you know, I wanted to look for something because, so somebody just spoke on that. I think there was Yusuf something. He's one of his writers, and he was like, man, everybody like say I'm a yes man or something because I'm still working on them, and it's not that I'm a yes man, but this is an investment. Right, so it's like a double-edged sword because he says I tell him we beep all the time, right? We beep all the time. But I feel like the real way you affect somebody, especially in this world and in our country, is by affecting their pockets. You can't affect what he got going on because you still need him. So even if you don't agree with him, you always come back when it's time to make music, and he still gets what he needs from you. If that makes sense. So I don't want to make it like being a yes man thing, but ultimately, it does become that because even if you don't agree with me, you gotta come back because at the end of the day, I'm the king here. I'm the cash cow. I'm the one that supports your family. I'm the one how you become 6 figures, 7 figures through me, right? So it's like it's hard to say because I don't want to just say everybody around him is yes men, but it's like I mean, if you look at it at the end of the day, you do become that.
Yeah, but they also know that they're gonna make the money, like you said, because when his pockets was fucked up, that nigga was crying on stage and doing Sunday service. When the money came back, and I was nigga in a Klan's outfit with a Nazi chain, he was nuts. But I think, like you said, it's like people, genius exists, right? So he may be a musical genius. That doesn't make him a political genius. Also, you know, that doesn't make him like genius in the aspect of how it relates to people or compassion. He's not a genius orator. He's just a genius musically. He dedicated a large chunk of his life to that piano and them beats. And he's amazing at it. But like his character seems fucked up.
Yeah. And I think he ain't lose everything.
Yeah, there was
because he's doing this. Why? Because he could continue to do it. Right? Like my mom was a crack addict. Right? I understand about crack. Like the thing that made crack so deadly is because once you had it for the first time, you always chasing that high. That's the same. You always chasing your first high. But what happens is you're never going to get that first high because it was the first time you experienced it. But subconsciously we think we can get there. So you always chase it. Same with Kanye West. It's like the thing that made him so dope in my eyes is what's making him the total opposite. Because again, what I admired about him, they told me he couldn't be a rapper because he was just good at making beats. He became one of the greatest rappers. They said you can't be a fashion designer. Just keep rapping. Yeezy, right? Even Nike. He went to Nike, Red Octobers. Niggas said, yo, no, that was only good because it's Nike. Adidas, right? But it's like, once you get to the top, and there's nowhere else you can't be content. And that's why I gotta be careful myself, right? When I told you, I'm like, yo, there was no point in me buying cameras. Our cameras are really good. I really don't need more cameras. But again, I'm chasing the next level. But sometimes you get to a point where you continue to chase the next level to your own detriment. And then what happens is you chase the next level and you fall. And I think that's what Kanye West is doing. Again, and it's hurtful because at one point in time, I love Kanye, right? But it's like, all right, they said I couldn't do this. They said I couldn't do this. So now you continue to create a narrative. Now you create your own narrative that it don't exist, right? Like, oh yeah, now they said I can't do this. Nobody said you couldn't do that, yeah. But why are you doing it? Oh, because I know this is, it's so opposite that I'm going to show you that I can be successful and do it. Why? It's unnecessary.
You need to shoot it.
You get what I'm trying to say? It's like, bro, you don't need to wear a fucking Nazi chain.
Yeah, but he also at a place where, like, can't tell him no. I'm a billionaire. How much money you got? Right? It's justified. He can justify it. I look at like this thing, like, I have these same conversations with myself. Every time I feel like I've reached a new, like, level, I just build a platform there, right? Right? Let's say keep him, right? Just mentally. Just think about it. Like, you'll never be lower than where you are, right? I can't go back to being that now. So, thing is like, once you feel like, arrive somewhere, get comfortable there. Like, do all the things there. Don't keep rushing to the next spot, because if you keep rushing, it's too steep. You might fall back to where you came from because you don't have nothing to land on where you was. So it's like that mountain analogy, right? Just keep climbing, but when you get somewhere, like, build your platform. Make sure that you can come back here if you need to. Right? Make sure you're good here. Treat people right here. Because unfortunate circumstances happen. But you got, fuck. All right, well, at least I ain't fall all the way back down to the bottom. Like, I'm right here. And I can chill here for a minute. And I can start the process of rebuilding again or reclimbing, whatever the case may be. Because everything doesn't work every time. But if you don't cement yourself, when you make it to these new levels, it's like you just keep your head down, grind and keep your head down. That shit, that trajectory get real steep. You don't want to be trending like this. This is one of like a nice like ebb and flow. That's life. So you don't fall down. You can roll back and don't fall. You understand? Just like an analogy for it, But I think with people like that, it's like, first of all, we don't understand. I don't understand that. I don't understand who he is, where he is, why he is. I understand the company he keeps. I don't know what that is. So I don't know what that does to a person's brain. I also know he has mental health issues and shit like that. The thing is, at some point, I don't give a fuck. All right. Do your thing. People will support you. I don't. You look like a clown to me. Then you just go over there and be a clown. And then you talk to one of the goofiest niggas I ever could imagine being in hip hop. You just go over there. You just go be a part of Surfies. And it's like, that's what you're going to do now. Okay, cool. Ain't my business. I ain't checking for a Kanye album. But I'll still run My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. Yeah, but that's what you used to be. It just ain't who you are now. It's like Hulk Hogan. Find out Hogan racist. That's your part. I always know it, Tom. Nigga said brother. Yeah, brother. Yeah, brother.
Last topic, I'm gonna let us go out of here. All right, cool. We're going with Kanye. We talked about Kanye, but we got to celebrate somebody that is trailblazing the culture. Young nigga that's turning up. DG just wrapped up his hit-a-thon. 7 days straight, 24 hours.
Before we go to DDG though,
What's your base?
I want to shout out your man.
What's that?
These young mix.
Oh, you're
House and I.
Oh, yeah. Shout out to Kai.
My nigga.
Shout out to Kai, man.
You been talking about this nigga since the beginning.
Shout
I'm
out.
always like, man, these young niggas, these streamers.
Shout out to the young nigga.
He just bought, 6 of his friends a crib?
Shout out to the boy league.
Bro, he bought all of them desktops, screens, bids, everything. And you know, one of the niggas is from the city. So I'm like, shout out to Reggie, son.
Yes, sir.
From Baltimore.
Little Reggie.
Yo, that's
Reggie
great.
funny, dude.
Bro,
Yeah, girl, you funny? Yeah.
bro,
he's
that's so when I seen him, I'm like, nah, that's bro, that's what we dream to do, bro. That and buy your mama house. That's the black nigga dream. You get on, yo, I just can't wait to put my niggas on. Right? What I say all the time. I can't wait to show niggas that I meant everything I said when we had it. Remember? Like that's the dream. So when I seen him, like, yo, he doing it. A lot of niggas, they say it, then they forget the purpose. They forget along the way. Oh no, niggas changed. I don't gotta do that. Nigga, you gave us the false hope. You said it. So now I'm just, all I'm doing is holding you accountable because you said what you was gonna do when you get there. Now you saying, now everybody ask me, you said what you was gonna do. I didn't ask for it. Oh, but now that I put it back in your face, I just remind you who you used to be. You don't like that. So it's like,
I keep my promises. Very humble.
nah, I'm just saying. So like when I see niggas like Casana, I'm like, yo, he doing it the right way.
Nice.
And that don't get highlighted a lot. Again, we see a bunch of nonsense to get highlighted because everybody got opinions on it.
Right.
What a first man.
It feels good to give too.
Yeah, man. Yeah, no, facts, 100%.
No, I mean, definitely shout out to that, to what he did, because I think, like, I was reading the captions and they're like, we made the right person famous. You know, like, just thinking about the story of even Ray, like the Asian kid that he was with. This is somebody that he met at a 7-Eleven while touring in, I think, Japan or Taiwan. Like, he was either in Japan or Taiwan, and he just ran into him. This is a fan. And that came up to him. They connected. The connection was organic and everything. He was like, I'm going to bring him to the U.S. Turned him up. Got him a visa and everything. So, like, he didn't gain anything. And I think what was the most important part was when he was talking about it on stream. He's like, because I'm like, all right, bro, he's lit. He about to sign him, this, that, and that. I'm thinking like a businessman, this, that. Oh, how does this market benefit you? Benefit him, yeah. And it's like, he heard me and he answered everything. He's like, I'm not signing them to no deal. I don't get nothing from this. There's no like 360 deal or something like that where people are benefiting from this. He's like, nah, these just my niggas, bro. I want them to turn up, bro, and build this economy around them as well.
Well, I want to tell you though, right? Not to sound like an opportunist, but a lot of people understand, like, I try to say it the right way. A lot of people don't realize the reality and the truth, right? And I'm going to say, people don't understand, like, the more people you help, the more money you make. Right? And that's not to sound like, because some niggas manipulate that, right? But for the niggas who don't.
But it's huge.
Yeah. So when I look at things like that, people don't understand that, bro, your candle is not going to light forever. But guess what will? If you put some niggas on that's along the way, they never going to forget that. People might forget your name, might forget how you look, but they never going to forget how you made them feel. You get what I'm saying? So when I look at that, that's really just investing back into itself, even if you're not doing it for that purpose. Because what's going to happen is going to be one day where niggas ain't checking for Casa out. But they might be checking for Reggie, son. And he going to be like, man, you know who gave me my opportunity? Man, y'all niggas crazy. Casa out.
Opportunity breed opportunity. The goal, when you got the light, you supposed to take advantage of the light. Because you got to understand that the shadow is going to come back. And you got to be good when you get back in the shadow. Like, do everything you can do with your light. Help the people you can help. Set yourself up, right? Because it's not a matter of like, oh, I'm going to do this because it's some real shit to do, but I'm still not. Get yourself right. Understand your role and your responsibilities. But once you straight, like, you got to chip in. You got to look out for the niggas that's around you. Naturally, they around you, they'll get opportunities too. Mm-hmm. And they'll understand, like, with humility, they'll understand, like, I wouldn't be here without this person. But also, too, like, you understand if you there, I'm not here without Big Cat. I'm not here without Tristan or Suk. I'm not here without Deanna, mother of my kids, pushing me to, like, have these conversations online in the first place. Or it's just having real conversations that actually blow up when they go online. Or just all the people, like, you got to be grateful. So he's showing gratitude to the people that has helped him as well. Because of our ecosystem. He just the one. He the one. And he know, like, one day, I might not be the one. But while I am, hopefully I can be an example of the way we should do shit. Man, look out for his niggas, bro. That's love.
Yeah.
I'm not even, like, hip to, like, I see them niggas online, but, like, I don't watch stream.
I don't. That's why I brought it up, because he be bringing it up to me. I'm like, bro, I watch these damn kids. Like, that's how I look at it.
Bro, I just love it though because like they get. Like, I think it gives me hope looking at the young generation because that collaboration, like what we doing here, there's a lot of crab in the barrel mentality, especially within our community. But like with them, they get it. Like they on everybody's stream. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's collaborating with everybody. And it's like, I just saw you on his stream. I just saw you there. I just saw you. But it just makes sense because it's like, why not? You know what I'm saying? They're looking at the generation before. It's like, all these niggas was beefing with each other. What would work if we just come together?
Well, not necessarily.
What?
We got to give ourselves more credit.
What?
We are the generation after them, before them.
Okay.
The generation before us didn't get it.
Okay.
We started to. It's still beef, but I feel like our generation is the ones that started to collaborate. Even though it's still niggas who don't, it's still niggas that hate and shit like that and gatekeep. But I feel like the ones that came after the last generation is the ones that started doing their own podcasts, their own streams. Like
Those millennials have trailblazers.
yeah. And then
Millennials have been pivotal to changing the trajectory of the people that came after them.
Yeah.
But the people who really have made an apparent difference.
Yep.
It's either younger, so they gonna get like millennials is the middle child syndrome. But we just gotta be confident that we work in one spot. I works in my spot. But at the same time, I know it might be a young nigga that come after me that like he get it in streaming. Like he figured it out by doing the collaboration. But it's important for us to keep doing it, like you just said, like it's important for us to show up on each other platforms as well. Because also, you know, you making an introduction for me to people right now too, right? Same way that if I post a clip, I'm gonna make an introduction to you, or if you come on our platform, vice versa. Like we supposed to like share that opportunity because I think the thing sometimes we gotta fall back from. Like I know it, and that's why I like having guests because sometimes I gotta fall back from what I have to say. Right? I need some time to think things out. I need some time not to react. And I need some time to like really and hey, this week we got this person. This person's dope too. You check them out. And it's an opportunity, but it also builds connections. It builds character. It teaches you how to it teaches me how to be the B. You know, I struggle with that too. When you always used to be in the A mic, I struggle with being a B mic sometimes. So it's teaching me how to conduct myself better too. So I mean, you win either way. We just sharpen the skills at all times. But like even like what you saying about the string, like I was like, I don't got time to watch them niggas. But them niggas be lit. They getting crazy money too.
Yeah, facts.
The effort, like good for them for real.
Yo, what you saying about DDZ before we get out of here?
He just wrapped up a hit-a-thon, 24 hours essentially. This is something I've never seen before where he was like, y'all gonna help me make an outer. And he brought all these different talent, all these artists coming in, and you saw the process of creating an outer.
That's what those songs were
in real time. Oh, yeah. So like in real time. So you had
that's like debates and I've never heard or seen this shit.
What Lakia, like you had people like Bia, Rob 49 was there.
He had the baby there too.
The baby was there. So like
I never seen it straight.
It's 24 hours and they were just doing hit after hit after hit, bro. It was cool, bro, like to see that. But we often talk about
what the fuck? No. What the fuck came from there? That's that's real.
You said it came from that session?
Yeah. Not the song. The song with the heli. Yeah. Okay. But he said something. He said something similar, I think. So yeah. So essentially to swear that. So yeah.
I ain't know nothing about that.
DDG had told around people was watching. And he was like, "There's 49,000 people watching right now." And the nigga responded. He was like, "What the fuck?" Like, so that's where that.
It's a lot of people, bro. There's a lot of people who out there. But you gotta understand too. It's like, I think the biggest thing is like you would look at yourself like a network, like what you said. It's television, bro. I just looked on my Instagram. I mean, not Instagram, but my TikTok analytics. I had 30 million views in the past year. Yeah, that's fucking crazy, bro. That's a network. That's televisions do ratings based off of shit like that, right? So 49,000 people tuned in at one time. Like that's real raw data, bro. That's shit that like Vince McMahon used to. Now that's what niggas used to beef about ratings. You understand what I'm saying? They just understand they're using. It's a live show, right? So first of all, like I know I couldn't do that because of my kids. Like it'll end up being a show. But also my social battery, I'm gonna be like, oof, yeah. I'm out. After 30 minutes, I'm done. Like, oh shit, there's a lot of talking in front of and nobody here. So they do a good job of keeping it entertaining with all the guests and people that come on. But that's the new wave. Like, you know what I mean? Even the podcast thing, that's more so for us. And it should be more for people that have a little bit more life experience and a good perspective. But that fun, spontaneous, in the moment shit, reactory shit, like let's just do some shit. I think it's fun. The kids are like they having fun with it, bro. And it's like that's the best thing about it.
Man, the stuff that you just said before we get out of here, that people have gotten removed from like the numbers, right? Because like you said 30 million people. And I remember watching the video on TikTok and they're like, imagine, I'm going to use you as an example.
Facts.
If you had 31 million people standing in front of you just looking at you.
Nigga, you might pass out. It's a country.
You might pass out. 49,000 people just standing away or something, nigga. But we've gotten so removed because it's like, oh, they're on someone.
Okay, so people say shit like that, right? People say shit like that, but they gotta understand there is a difference.
Okay.
Because we did this live show in front of 70 people and we was like, yeah, oh, those shit. I was a bit like, oh shit. Like I'm still hitting my shit, but I could feel my hands shaking all the nerves because it's like, that's raw. Those eyeballs. I mean, ain't nobody looking at me while. But the niggas like, yeah, nigga. Yeah. Now, like, let's do the knowledge, nigga. Do the knowledge. So I'm like, oh shit. Oh, it's mad people. Bro, I ran through my points. Like, I had to get comfortable. I had like a whole thing of points. I ran through my points in like 10 minutes. And I was like, fuck, what am I do? And I just breathed. I was like, you know what, nigga? I'm here, bro. Like, niggas drove here to see me. I'm here for a reason. Like, I'm not finna fold or fumble. We just finna do what the fuck we do.
Great show. But like you said, I think the point is that 70 people is a lot.
It's a lot.
A lot of people, you get 70
140 eyeballs.
Right, you get 70 likes. It's like, damn, this
Ain't nobody watching it.
You know what I'm saying? You accept the 70 views. It's like, damn, nigga, I got 70 people.
Okay, liken it to this, though. If you in a third world country and you poor, everybody in your proximity is poor. When you poor in America, you might have to walk past a Bentley.
Yeah.
So your 70 likes, it's a lot of people until you see a nigga with 7 million. Like,
Yeah.
Like shit. And it's readily available. That data, just because you got 70 likes don't mean they show you people who got 70 likes.
Right, yep.
If they did, you really being tripped.
Yeah, right.
It might just be the gold. It might just be to hit 100.
Uh-huh.
But you watching a nigga with 7 million, like, God damn, 7 million people like this. I ain't talking about shit.
Cool.
That's the difference, right? So it's optical too. That's why they wanted to hide the likes, because if people would be a little bit more free to just make their content. But it also is like it's a competition. It's a game. You're trying to get in the algorithm. But if you could just be yourself and trust yourself. I hope like me and you, we serve as like proof that you could just be yourself.
Mm.
That real shit does resonate.
Yo, so look, I mean, that was it. We talked a lot. We don't know how much y'all about to see.
Yeah.
But that's what Patreon is for. That's what Patreon is for.
That's who Patreon is.
That's what Patreon is for. You know what I'm saying? But appreciate y'all for pulling up. Even if it's 20 minutes on YouTube or Instagram, we got some good shit. Yeah, I appreciate it, man. And honestly, what you was just saying, you glad that we can be proof that you can be yourself, right? But also, one of the things that I look at is I can be proof that we aren't perfect, right? That when I'm telling y'all, yo, just use your camera, use your phone, I've done that.
Right.
When I'm telling you, it's times where shit fucked up, you see it. I ain't hide it. You see the progress. That's why I'm so confident online I can speak, because I've been on the internet for a long time now. Y'all seen it. Y'all seen how the relationship. Y'all seen it work. Y'all see how the kid. Y'all see it. I ain't got no skeletons. It's still flesh on the motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
So I like little things like that. That's why I can keep my composure, because it's like, it ain't like we're not going to work again.
Right. Mm-hmm. Right.
Shit happens. Am I disappointed? Fuck yeah. But somebody won't learn from that. Somebody won't see it.
Yeah, find a way to do something with for sure.
Yeah, for sure, man. That was good, man. Oh, man. What for Sip Better Show? Deontay Kyle, Big Cat, Alexander the Blanc.
Mr. J. Hill.
Yes, sir. It's a wrap. We out.